And we're back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 15, episode 9. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the Cloud9 podcast, we are going to be talking about so many things. So if you guys love those big episodes of the Cloud9 podcast where we are covering pretty much everything, you are not going to want to miss out on this episode. Also, if you guys are watching and listening to this episode of the Cloud9 podcast, whether you are watching it live or you are watching it on the replay, I thank you for your continued support. So, joining me here in this episode of the Cloud9 podcast to talk about all things LOL esports and the 2025 NBA playoffs and a little bit of Caitlin Clark news because she's pretty much the WNBA is Mr. Blanks. What's up, man? How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm just chilling,
He's
Long
on
ass.
Cloud9 right now because his fucking team just won. His team's coming black, and I mean that literally because all those guys are black. Those guys are dark. Jalen Brunson's the only light skin on that team. He looking
Josh
kind
Hart light skin, Cat. There's a lot of light skin motherfuckers on the team.
I don't know. I don't trust you. You're from you like going to New York. New York trash. Fuck you guys.
You from California, your whole state is shit.
We might have almost burnt the whole state to the ground. That was because of Gavin Newsom. Remember when he said there was a lot of water in that like canal? He was like, "Yeah, I have people go to look at it every day. That shit was empty. That shit was drier than my wife's vagina."
That voted the Terminator in as the governor. How am I? And y'all almost like Gary Coleman get elected as the goddamn state senator. The fuck, y'all's gonna elect Gary Coleman as a state senator. Y'all had Arnold Schwarzenegger as a governor for 8 years.
Do you know what's crazy?
Take California seriously.
They gave all those millions of dollars to these illegal immigrants when they could have like used that money to like fix a bunch of issues. And remember how they got that like proposed bill to like fix the homelessness, and that shit's still bad. There's some mega money laundering going on in the state. That's not even like up for debate anymore. It's like I remember we talked about it. I think last year was this bill that was supposed to pass. That was supposed to help all the homelessness. That shouldn't do anything. Motherfuckers are still opening their booty cheeks on the streets and shitting.
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom's trash, and now you seen he wants to do that thing of like, oh, I'm different now. I want to. Maybe the Democratic Party needs to change. I don't believe anything that guy says. No one should ever believe anything that comes out of Gavin Newsom's mouth. That guy is a literal piece of garbage. Literally, I swear he eats like little boys' hearts out or some shit. That guy's a fucking piece of garbage. And I'm glad the Minnesota Timberwolves got knocked out by OKC. Fuck Tim Walz. Tim Walz is a literal fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, you stupid bastard. Yeah, you got destroyed with Kamala Harris in the election. Now he's just all bitter and shit. Fuck Tim Walz. You are trash governor. Fuck you. Glad your team got blown out. You got destroyed. 3-1. Games weren't even close. Those games were like not close at all.
They lost 4-1 in the deciding game. They got blown out by 30. Minnesota.
I need to see Tim Walz's reaction to his fucking state's team just getting destroyed. I want to see him crying on the fucking ground. Fuck that guy. So glad his team lost. Also, as you guys know, the Knicks brought it to a game 6, so they have to win 2 more games, right? Or 1 more game. Just 2 more. Yeah, they won 2 more games. So Ben Stiller, hey, he said Knicks in 7.
Yep.
I mean, would you trust the guy who was in Tropic Thunder? The guy was not at the museum. Yeah. Spike Lee was there. It's probably the world's biggest Knicks fan.
Easily.
Jeez. That man's been a Knicks fan through the trenches like years where this team was doing literally nothing. He was like, I believe. All right. That's how you know you got a real fan right there. Each man's been through the trenches with some of these teams. Holy shit.
He's still having beef with the goddamn Reggie Miller. Motherfucker, it's been 30 years. Like, nigga.
No one's letting that Reggie Miller shit ever go. That's just.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, God, man. But outside of that, did you see the Caitlin Clark news? She's going to be out for a few weeks.
Yeah.
To her hamstring. Do you think all those hits that she took really did it?
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, it sucks because the Indiana Fever, I forgot what amount of money they were charging to watch the games, that shit was slashed in
half. It
half.
wasn't even charging. What it was is the demand was high. That's mean they knew they could charge higher. That's what it was.
And that makes sense. Like they have a star player, everyone is only gonna really buy those tickets to see her play, and if she's not playing, you're like, all right. Didn't the tickets go from like $85 to like $35?
No, okay, this is what it was. Okay. Regular teams, when they like were charging home games, it'd be 35, but with her, they're about 85 now. It's like a 200% markup because due to they're getting bigger, they're going from like 1,500 seating to like 20,000 seating. Now instead of charging $30 per ticket, you could charge up to $130 because people are going to pay that.
Yeah,
and now the nosebleeds, instead of the nosebleeds, like don't forget last year some teams were literally buy 5 tickets, will give you 5 free. That's how bad some of these. Chicago Sky was literally said if you buy the first half of the season package, we'll give you the second half for free. Pay $200 in season ticket, we'll give you the second half for free in a concession ticket, pretty much saying that you would get instead of like paying like full price, you get like 30% off concession stand food. Like shit. And a lot of these concession stands just hot dogs, pizza, but now they're going to these arenas where
that shit's also way overpriced too. Concession.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god!
I mean, that's like these little cheap ones where it's a lot of times it's just cheap food that like not really good. But
dude,
now
in Evo, I remember we went to Evo back to back 2018, 2019. A slice of pizza is like $20. Yeah. $20 a slice of pizza. Now it's not like small, but it's like fucking hell. They know you don't want to leave the convention to go out. Yeah. So they just charge you extra.
They know you can't leave because once you leave, a lot of times you're not allowed back in.
And like you'll get disqualified because the rounds start up so quick. If people know how card games or fighting games work, literally like you could be playing a fucking game like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. You leave, you got like maybe 10 minutes, maybe max free time. You got to go back in unless you got matches that are going like long in time.
Unless you're unless you're like my round 6 match at Toronto Regional. Where my opponent scooped and I had like 15 minutes to just walk around because he flipped over the car. He was like, "Are you the guy that playing this deck?" Nope. Just wait for the match slip, signed it, and we just went our separate ways. Matt, he didn't even because I beat one of his friends earlier that day. Because I beat a Lugia the round before. He was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not doing that. Nope.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that happens. And now with Kayla Clark, a lot of, now due to she's out, all these couple games, they're not a lot of people coming in because she's not playing. It's like, hey, she's not really traveling because she has to take care of her quads. That's when she's back at Indiana, getting rehab. Yeah, and now these people ain't coming. They switched their arena from the small arena because they weren't getting that high demand to now they got this mega demand because you got Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things where like if that's the biggest draw of your team and she's out, it would make sense why people aren't gonna go. Like that's
Indiana fans are still coming because they play in the same arena as the Pacers regardless. They don't play in nothing else. There's another, I think there's a little like they play in that same arena and that arena is not as big anyway. They were going regardless. It's the away teams.
Oh, did you see that
the reason why you're getting most of these seats is because the away team is coming in. It's not because no one like Brittany Griner said, I'm a big enough attraction. No one gives a fuck about you, Brittany Griner. No one gives a fuck when he came into the league.
There are some things that she did. Oh my! So 2 things she did recently, everyone. So Brittany Griner, right, the fucking tall butch man sounding bitch, literally was like, when I played against Caitlin Clark or the Indiana Fever, the crowds were going insane. There was rumbling. It was distracting, and it's like, didn't this This was the same woman that woman's debatable. This is the same woman who said, like, man, no one's coming to our games and no one's supporting us. Then she was criticizing people coming and supporting the games. Like, what? What?
The issue is it was more Indiana fans in Atlanta. Then it was more because Atlanta went to Indiana and beat them, but then Indiana went to Atlanta and beat them. There was more Indiana fans in Atlanta than there was Atlanta fans. She was like,
yeah.
Why is there more Indiana fans? Because no one gives a fuck about the Atlanta Dream. Y'all niggas is garbage.
And it's crazy how this person was like, basically, no one's coming to watch our games. No one supports us. Then you got that. Now you're getting what you wanted and you still complain. It's stupid. What? I don't get it. And then after that, everyone, she was like, she said, fuck you, you stupid white bitch. Just imagine this, everyone. If Caitlin Clark said that, just opposite, saying the exact same thing Brittany Griner did, they'd fucking fine her and have her suspended for a few games.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if the WNBA is going to investigate that. I wonder if you're going to investigate that, WNBA. Because if people say, oh, these girls aren't racist, I mean, are you going to take her out her actions or are you going to take out her words? Because those words were pretty descriptive right there. She literally said, fuck you, you white bitch. I mean, she didn't say, fuck you, bitch. She specifically made sure she said white bitch. And people want to say these girls aren't racist, and it's like, and to be fair, Brittany Griner and Angel Reese are trash. Like, they're not good at the game.
No, they're good at the game, but they're not popular enough at the game where people.
We should show people Angel Reese rebounding compilations. You would laughing your ass off. Holy shit. Well, that's pretty much it for the NBA sports talk. Actually, the OKC did qualify for the 2025 NBA Finals. Yeah. So, depending on the results of Game 6 versus Indiana versus New York Knicks, and then potentially Game 7 there. We'll see who's going to face OKC. Got to be completely honest here. You get an either or team. I don't really think OKC loses this, honestly. I think it's going to be it's either a 4-0 or it's a complete 7 games.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking right now. But got to go over some LEC stuff. Then we got to talk about the LTA because there's so much. As you guys know, I love shitting on Vitality. It's just a pastime in my life at this point where I just hate this org and I wish they just delete their org entirely and burn to the ground. You know, like for what I want personally is I want Vitality to be Mbessa alted in Minecraft. That's what I want. Essentially. Just, you know, in Minecraft, Mbessa alt. I can't say what her alt is because her alt is something Riot. Riot's crazy. Riot's literally insane. And it's a black girl that's doing this. Why are their last 3 popular champions black? Cassante, Senna, Mbessa, Mel. Mel is I'll say for Mel. Play Mel ADC. Mid lane, she's gonna probably get cooked. Play Mel ADC. You'll have some people fucking FFing at 5 minutes. But Team Vitality this year went with a roster that was inward, so Nigga, Linkus, Zajac, Karzi, and they had Hillisang. And then they look like booty dog shit in winter. Okay, this is the LEC 2025 winter split. Then after that, they wanted to bench Hillisang, even though Mac and Pad said they were building this roster around Hillisang. Okay, then
that's the L. That's the L already. Shit, you build it around Hillisang? Okay.
No, that was their. I swear to God, that's their exact words. They wanted
to build the motherfucker on Mad Lions 2 years ago.
Remember, that was a coaching set. Remember, Mac and Pad were coaching him on Mad Lions. Yeah.
L.
And Mac and Pat have been on Vitality for 2 years, okay? And if they're gonna bench, it's crazy how they gave Hillisang 1 more split after seeing what he did in 3 splits last year. You know, nepotism at its finest, right, everyone?
Yeah.
And then they chose to bring in Nisqy as a support, and Nisqy straight up looked like he was a fill-in support. Like, you're playing with your boys in league, and there's that one guy who doesn't know what he wants to play as a role. He's just like, fuck it, give me anything. I can carry, which is usually me. And you just hit fill, you get support, and you're like, all right, cool. And then your fucking ADC locks in Teemo. I'm not saying this from experience, playing ranked him so many years ago. And you lock in Leona, and you realize you're about to be in for some cinema right there. But no, Nisqy was completely terrible at support. Now you really can't even fault him because he's essentially just coming in to just keep his career alive. But that's where I would fault him though. It's like it's the same thing I think we talked about last week with ScaryJerry. It's like if you play for a bad team and you look bad, people are not going to give you any more opportunities potentially. Like we know how the LEC works out at this point, dude. Like you play a few bad splits in a row, you're done, right? It's over, you know. So what is Nisqy gonna go? Is Nisqy gonna go to Disguise? Because originally Nisqy was gonna be the mid laner for Shopify Rebellion, and he had a verbal agreement with them because Lord knows that they didn't want to keep that fat fuck Palafox in, and then Nisqy said no. He declined. He wanted to take a break because he's been playing competitively for so long. He never actually had a break, honestly. He's been playing pretty much every single year since like 2016 strong. He's been like 9 years straight, every split, every year. So, it kind of makes sense to basically, take a break, honestly. But what a waste of time for Vitality. And then you guys remember how we talked about this last week where the Vitality CEO basically said, hey, Mac and Pad, you're about to be done unless we get some changes going on here. I find that so ironic with the Vitality founder, who we've never really seen outside of like one time in the LEC, to my recollection, 2 times if you counted like the entry video they did a long time ago for the LEC. Now the Vitality CEO wants to come in and be an actual boss. And I promised you guys I would show you their record. I found their record for everything they've ever done in the LEC, and it is bad. It is bad. Horrible. They've finished first place in the regular season once in 9 years. Once in 9 years. Look at this. Look at this level of L's. Look at this. All this is trash. You guys remember that 2020 spring roster with Skeens and Sakin and Cabo ass dookie shit rolls?
2-16 ass.
Motherfucker went 2-16. They had the worst mid jungle of
I'm
all
done
time.
right now.
Skeens and Cabo start.
If that was the NFL, that'd be the you'd be locked in for the first pick in the draft. Like that, 2-16. Oh no, somebody gets fired. See, you get fired after and then look.
All of it go back in the time machine for people because people don't remember this when they first.
It's crazy because Sakin got benched right after that.
Yeah, and he wasn't in the LEC for 2 years. Yeah, he was in the league for 2 years. And keep in mind, Sakin was always a player that people hyped up. To be fair, it was French people that hyped him up. French people were like, "Oh, this is French faker right here." They say that about everyone. They said Adam was better than Zeus. These people's brains ain't working. These people's brains are like fried. No, yeah, there's actual French fans that thought he was better than Zeus. Who legit thought he was the best top laner in the league.
They saw who was better than Zeus.
Adam, good old French Adam on who was on BDS.
Adam out here punching his teammates in the eye. Adam.
That Adam, yep. The Adam who
better than Zeus?
The Zeus.
Okay. It's one thing when motherfuckers call it Palafox Pala Faker and Cap the EU Faker. Okay. Adam.
I'm just saying, French people's opinions should not be taken seriously on League. They think all their players are the best. They literally said Skeens was faker, and I was like, we're looking at 2 different people here, honestly.
Oh no, he's a faker, right? He's faking.
Yeah. Sakin is trash. Like, if you think Sakin is good, everyone, your brain's fried. I will say this. For whenever they first joined the league, this was their very first split. This was what it was called the EU LCS, 2016 spring. They had this like kind of super team-esque thing going on. Yeah. Then there is no reason to lose to Fnatic in this split. This was when Fnatic had fucking Spirit and Cly and Reckless and Gamsu. I was like, wait, how did this roster lose to that? And then we'll just even go somewhere recently on them. So when 2022 ended, they tried to make their roster like a Bo waiting room because Bo started in 2023 winter, right? They brought Haru in for one split after they got rid of Selfmade. So they got rid of Selfmade after a while. They're like, you know what, Haru, you can be here for one split until we get Bo ready. And they got Bo ready, and then they gave up on Bo in a year. Like this, I don't even know what to even say anymore. They brought one. They got rid of Selfmade, brought in Haru, another Korean jungler
Yep.
who's on an EMA team. Then they were like, okay, you're just gonna only be here for Bo. We're gonna get Bo in. All right. I thought Bo was the player you were building around, and then he only got a year. Like, holy shit. Then they had Douglas, and they were like, you know what? We don't need Douglas anymore because we'll just take Linkus, who's debatably worse. Like, fuck. Just all the L's in this org. Like, goddamn. You remember in that Vitality docuseries video we saw, all the players are saying they're a bad team. If the players are saying you're a bad team, you might want to actually start getting new people. So this is what's gonna happen, guys. The sources: Nisqy and Vitality mutually part ways. Full Ass is expected to join the team in the LEC. You guys probably remember who's Full Ass? Remember Fleshy? He was on Immortals. He was a player on Immortals. In 2023, he was on the 2023 Immortals before Ole took his spot in 2024. Yes, Full Ass is gonna be their support. How is this gonna fix their roster? How is this fixing them? Like, Knocko, I could see him being a top 4, top 5, top laner.
Yeah.
I can't see Linkus doing anything besides just taking L's up the ass because he's just not good. Who's that mid laner? Zajac?
Yep.
It's hard to say. I think he's a bit stronger than some of the other EU mids, but I wouldn't say this is like a star in building or anything. Carzzy, it's weird because he can carry games, but the quality of support he's allowing himself to be around is lessening his play. Like, I don't know why he consistently wanted to play around Hylissang those many years. I have no idea, honestly.
See, that's why he'll never get on G2. It's like, motherfucker, you out here want to play with Hylissang? What the fuck you doing?
Imagine in negotiations for G2. G2's like, you can come over here, Carzzy. We want you to be our ADC. Carzzy's like, cool. Can Hylissang come? We're a package deal. The call ends. Click.
Just click. Yep.
We're not even entertaining that. That's not even on the table at this point. Nisqy is leaving Vitality after just one split in the support role. Nisqy and Team Vitality have mutually agreed to part ways after one split with the Turkish player in the support role, according to Sheep Esports sources. Additionally, Fleshy is expected to be promoted from the academy roster pending visa approval from Turkish support. This means Vitality will field a third different support within the same year, as Nisqy had previously replaced Hylissang following a disappointing winter split. Originally, the 26-year-old player was always a mid laner. After an offseason with no convincing project, Nisqy decided to take a break, starting for the winter split 2025 with no set return date. To everyone's surprise, he joined Vitality as a support for the spring split. The team hoped to strengthen their roster with an experienced player who's close to Carzzy from their time together at Mad Lions, but it wasn't enough to improve on their winter performance. In fact, the result was even more disappointing as the team failed to qualify for playoffs this split. Nisqy becomes Benchski once again. Damn.
Wow.
Fuck. Wow. That's crazy. Hylissang and Nisqy and Carzzy were on that Mad Lions team. Now you know why that roster was trash. Imagine that as your combination of players. And that actually won a split. They actually won a split. That's actually insane to think about at this point. So, yeah, because Vitality, if we're looking at their record from last split, okay, so this is 2025 spring, right? So they finished 4-5. They didn't make playoffs. Yeah, they actually made playoffs in winter, and they finished 5-4 in the regular season last split. Damn. Oh my god. Just L's across the board. And this was their win rate this past split. 9 wins, 12 losses, 42% win rate. Wow. All right. So I mean, anything you want to say about Team Vitality getting Nisqy? Sorry, fucking hell. Jeez. Anything you want to say about Team Vitality and Nisqy parting ways? Because that's not gonna help. Like, because Fleshy coming in, it's not gonna really change anything. If we're being honest here. Like, we've seen Fleshy play. Unless this man is secretly like core JJ, that even can't help that. Nothing can help Vitality. Guys, Vitality is like a Diddy party freak off where they're doing a Satan ritual and all the girls are shitting in the dude's mouth. and then all the guys and all the women are drinking their cum. This is I don't know what's going on Vitality, but they got some weird, disgusting shit going on there. Every coach fails, every coaching staff fails, every head coach fails, every roster fails. No finals at all, ever. One Worlds appearance, and they finished first place in the regular season once in their entire organization's tenure. One first place finish.
That's how it be.
The L's are incomparable from Vitality. Fucking comparable. But you know who else takes L's, everyone? Do you want to know who else takes L's? BDS. Why does every French org suck, dude? Can you tell me why does every French org suck ass in this league? Besides, like, Karma Corp has spent less time in the league, and they're considerably better than both of these guys. I literally don't get it. And Karma Corp thought that Sakin was a good player. But it's ridiculous.
Honestly, yeah, that's something I'm trying to find out. I totally forgot that
It's crazy. We have 3 French orgs and we have like 3 Spanish orgs. All these guys are turbo in L's constantly back to back. The L's are incomparable. So Team BDS essentially is exploring options in top lane and ADC in addition to jungle role. So Team BDS is just like Team Vitality. Both have the word team in their name, so you automatically know that's going to be a fucking L. Second of all, BDS a little bit more different than Vitality. Well, they both have the one world appearance. Vitality's was 2018. BDS was 2023, actually. Yeah. BDS have actually gotten closer to winning more finals than Team Vitality. They're actually one game away from winning a finals back in 2023 spring. Yeah, it was when they had Crowny. What's crazy is BDS also came in way later than Team Vitality and have also made more final. What fucking hell, man. Jesus Christ, Vitality. Why do you suck so much ass? Then their roster, well, fucking hell. What was that fat fuck? Oh my god, their top laner. I'm blanking on his name. Jeez. Holy crap. The top laner that was irrelevant. Good lord. Yeah. That's why I forgot his name. Damn it.
Yeah, he was irrelevant. He was irrelevant. He's irrelevant.
He went from being like, okay, maybe this guy
he went
could
from
be on
relevant
Fnatic.
to irrelevant. He lived up to his name. These names like irrelevant, missing, life. It's like if you had
lazy
picture,
feel. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh god. So irrelevant, who started on Misfits, was playing very good as a weak side top laner, became this like carry player kinda. He was playing so good in 2024. People were like, oh, maybe this guy could even take Oscar Rinne's spot on Fnatic. I mean, you could debatably say that's an upgrade, but looking at Oscar Rinne and Irrelevant, both of them are turbo fucking filthy inters at this point. Irrelevant went from like top 4 top laner to debatably a wash top laner. Like, I don't even know what happened to that guy. He just completely fell off. Completely just like fell off a cliff. Like, literally when you guys see a train crash, you're just watching, you know it's gonna crash. You're just seeing it all happen in front of you. You had they had 113 who had been in the league with Astralis. We knew he was giga dookie shit on Astralis way back in the day. And Team BDS were like, yep, gotta have that guy on my team. Fuck me, right? Then you have Nuke, who's just always taking it up the ass from Humanoid and Caps. Come on, Humanoid shits the bed against Caps, and Nuke can't even beat Humanoid. Nuke actually loses to like most of the mid laners in the league.
And now he getting fucked by Vladdy as well. He ain't Jojo Pion sticking in him.
Remember that Cinder game? He could have built Hourglass.
Yeah.
And then this motherfucker built Black Fire Torch. Fucking, what else did he build? Oh my god, he built Black Fire Torch, Morlanomicon, like Luden's Echo. I'm like, all right, this guy's not trying to win. This guy's not trying to win at all. Nook out here just taking L's out the ass. Originally, that guy's name is Nuclear Int. Thank God he replaced that name. And their bot lane. I think Ice is decent, but maybe it's because of communication. That's why they kind of want to maybe move on from him potentially. Because if you can't like talk to him, it makes it harder to understand maybe what he wants to do in the game. And then you have Paris. And Paris, guys, from everything I've heard behind the scenes, he was supposed to be the Caps of support.
Oh god, that's nasty.
Oh God, who lied to Team BDS's coaching staff? Hey, you might want this Paris guy. He's the caps of support. What? Oh God. I think that's going to be the new lingo to get some of these bad ERL players into the league. Just say they're the caps of this role. Hey, this guy's the caps of top lane. What does that even mean? Oh God! But Team BDS,
support is just nasty. That's nasty work, man.
Especially when it comes from Paris. Paris was doing some criminal work in that support position. Sources: Team BDS would like to shove a dildo up Nook's ass. Just joking. All right. BDS is now considering replacements. BDS is now considering replacements in 3 different roles. 3 different holes?
Yep.
Oh God. These jokes write themselves. But can also keep the players. What? If they decide to keep any of the players, if any BDS player stays beside Ice, I know they're not trying to win the title. No way you can look at these results and go, yep, we have a great roster right here. Team BDS is actively exploring options in the top and bot lanes with no final decisions reached. According to Sheep Esports sources, as reported yesterday, the Swiss team will also have a new jungler for the LEC 2025 summer split. 113 has made the decision to step back from the team. No, they probably said, you're trash, get the fuck out the roster. That's what really happened. But what we know publicly is he chose to step back. No, Striker went, you suck ass, you're out.
No, it's the whole thing with the proposal where they give you, they're like, we're not gonna kick you out, but we're gonna
not also, but you're not the starter either.
Yeah, we're not gonna kick you out, but you're not gonna be playing. We're gonna give you the
basically saying you need to get out. You pack your stuff.
We're giving you the dignity to say that here, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
With BDS eliminated in 8th place, the Swiss organization's worst result since 2022 summer, the team has wasted no time looking for solutions. The organization has yet to reach a decision on replacements, but is currently organizing tryouts with ERL players and teams. That's what they did with Paris. These people can't scout talent. Someone said Paris is caps for support, and these people want to go and try out more players to see, like, hey, maybe we might know what good talent is. Jesus Christ. Historically irrelevant.
Historically irrelevant, aka Team Vitality, aka Team BDS.
Shit.
Jesus Christ. Oh, you know who's also historically irrelevant? Besides 2023, Rogue. But we're not gonna talk about them.
Oh, and by historically irrelevant, they're gone. Focus is out.
Oh, the most historically irrelevant org ever is Charlotte.
Just oh shit! It's crazy how this name Irrelevant has one of the best names in league ever. Has to be. That has to be easily up there as top 10. I will give him that.
Him missing.
I still can't believe there's an actual player named Lazyfield.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's
bad. That is crazy work. Historically irrelevant and Ice have been among the best performers in the roles. That you take over. I'm done. I'm getting a drink.
Historically irrelevant. I'm not going to even. And Ice have been among their best performers in their roles in the league. Ice, even this split, played well individually. The organization has not decided if it will change BDS. I mean, it would change Ice and Irrelevant. Whoever did it, if it would change BDS and Irrelevant, you mean Ice and Irrelevant.
Before you go, did they just say that Irrelevant was one of the best in his role in the split? Did I just read that correctly? We're watching 2 different leagues. We're watching not the same thing. Our gameplay eyes are not the same. Holy shit. So it said the organization has okay, BDS irrelevant. It can stick with the players, but it's currently organized. If this is even like an idea that, so they're basically going, hey, if we can't find no one better, we'll just keep them. Then you're just not going to do anything then. If that's then the players know, hey, I don't really want you, but I couldn't find no one better than you. That's like if you're with a girl and you basically just stay with her because you feel like you can't get anything better. And when she finds that out, she leaves you. Then you're just left with nothing instead of just trying to get something better. Because if the players and all the players know they're trying to find someone different now, so they know they don't want you there right now. Good elfing God. Striker indicated online 113's decision came as a reaction to the tryout process rather than waiting on final roster decisions by management. But let's be honest here. 113 was off the roster the moment they lost that last best of 3.
Oh yeah.
Because 113 was terrible. I'm sorry, he sucks. Like, it's definitely not gonna have an LEC team anymore. Final roster decisions made by management. The Turkish player took the decision into his own hands. Irrelevant, Ice, and Paris, on the other hand, have chosen to actively participate in the tryout process, hoping to earn their positions in Europe's best league. BDS has already requested information on the rescission clauses of several players, top laners, Trakian,
yeah,
and main tier, Douglas. They want to bring back Douglas?
Yeah.
Team Mentality want fucking hell, man.
Yep.
Let's salvage our year. Let's go bring Douglas into our main roster. All right.
Man.
I'm just lost for words. Is there no one better than these guys? Is there no one better in Europe that you have to resort to? If you bring in Douglas, that he's actually worse than 113. That's sad. Yep. He's actually worse. He's terrible. Fuck these two. I'm done. Next team. Please kill me. Oh, well, speaking of a team that is not scary, but Jerry's out. Let's just say that. Oh, before we go, Pokimane and Lily had something they wanted to say about their podcast. Do you watch that podcast that Lily Pichu and Pokimane do? I know I don't, because I have standards.
I knew she had a podcast, but there's too many podcasts.
It's the one where they sit on the couch with the blanket.
There's too many podcasts out there. The only one I watch really are the Pokemon ones. I watch some of the Yu-Gi-Oh. No, I don't even watch that much Yu-Gi-Oh content anymore. Honestly.
Did you ever watch Team APS's Pot of Greed podcast?
I watched some of it, but I can't be honest with you.
Just too bland.
I like Paul, but the brothers are kind of boring. They was like,
I think it's the way around. Honestly, I think Paul's boring. Paul just has such a bland.
He's monotone, but the issue is the brothers. They suck at Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm sorry, they just suck.
Shots fired.
No, they were
the best player on that is Trell, I think.
It's Trell, then God damn it. Paul's like third. It's Trell, then it's the fat guy with sneakers. Larry's like right behind Paul.
Larry he was that security guard dude, right?
Yeah, the cop.
Yeah.
Larry's the cop. Yeah.
I think that guy's mindset on the game was pretty cool. I liked hearing.
Oh no, Trell's the best. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Paul is monotone, but he's very knowledgeable of the game. He doesn't really he is monotone. That makes the podcast sometimes hard to listen to. But my God, it's like every time I try to watch these guys, they talk about card games. It's like we know you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh. You haven't liked Yu-Gi-Oh in a while.
Did Pokemon get a BBL or did she work out to get the ass?
No, she's African. That ass is natural.
I think she did. I don't know if she ever went to the gym, but it feels like she did at some point.
No, she
did. I used to watch her content. She did. Remember she used to brag. I 1v1 Faker one time. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, Faker. Faker be giving free wins, right? I'm just saying. If
Faker was not trying when he played against Pokimane. It's like that anime character when he says like he used less than 5% of his strength. Faker probably used less than 2% of his brain than when he was laning against her. He was playing Lux. You don't need brain to play Lux. Lux is you throw snares and you throw shields.
Yeah.
And there's people out there that miss her ult, even though her ult's a straight laser. There's a Lux we used to play with sometimes in ARAM. That guy couldn't land a Lux ult if you paid him to. Must have been having his R button on fucking when he was blind. Oh God. I can't stand Lily Pichu's voice. She talks like Hinata from Naruto in the English dub. I hate women who talk like that. There's another girl named Scarlet with black hair. People probably know her. She's on Facebook. She has those Facebook reels like all those other fucking snotty hoe bags do.
I did see this earlier. About the whole thing. I was like, and I looked at it.
She goes up to guys and she's like, oh, hey. I was like, I hate this. So cringe.
I was like, I looked at it. I was like, yeah, no, that's how business works. I'm thinking in my head, yeah, no, that's how business works. You don't make a profit in the first few months to a year, depending on what the business is.
Let's be honest here. Who's sitting out there thinking like, damn, I want to hear what Pokimane and Lily Pichu have to say about things in the world?
There's too many
other than like their actual simps. You would think, based off the simps they have, that should be enough in and of itself. Pokimane's, she's weirdo, but she has a lot of fans. She does. She has a lot of people that like her.
Yeah.
You'd think that's enough. If that's not enough, then maybe people just don't find her interesting, like in podcast form, because she's not.
No, it is too.
Also, she said some really disrespectful things lately. Like one of the things, and I usually would let things slide, but there was one thing she said, and it bothered me. I don't get bothered by this shit. But one thing she said was disrespectful. She was like, she basically called people broke for not supporting her, and I was like, lady, what?
She doesn't
the
like
lack of self-awareness.
She does, because they didn't want to give her some bullshit ass cookies.
Oh, the cookies. She was like, yeah, if you can't afford $20 cookies, then you're broke. And it's like, okay, I get it from both sides. Yeah, like $20.
No. I'm gonna tell you.
First of all, that's stupid.
I'm gonna tell you why it's some bullshit. Because the cookie is worth $9.99 if you go to our actual store. If you actually touch grass, she talked to a bunch of motherfuckers that don't touch grass. That means they're not gonna leave the house to buy some cookies. Bitch, you.
Also, the only cookies I want is her to spread her asshole open. Maybe put my tongue in that shit for like 3 minutes. But there's another thing she did. Remember?
I really had City on.
Don't show James Cinnabrit doing that catwalk. Have you seen a video where she was hanging out with Valkyrie in like Paris or whatever? I'm like, Cinnabrit, you're not attractive. I'd rather actually bang Lily Pichu than her. And Lily Pichu's not attractive either. Like Cinnabrit, not attractive.
I take quarter J's. Fuck that.
Yeah. I'm not banging Cinnabrit. That bitch looked like she will literally take a used condom, shove it up her ass. But what was I gonna say? Oh, and Pokimane said, I retired my parents.
Yeah, she has enough money where she's just like.
But no, bitch. We retired your parents. She gets money for free. We, as in not me and you.
But also she has endorsement that she with us retired her parents. But then you can't be saying, I hate rich people. Bitch, you is one of the rich people.
Yeah, she'll be like, on her streams sometimes, she'll be like, capitalism, lady,
bitch,
your life prospered because of capitalism. You literally are a benefit of capitalism. Literally, what is her? And she wants to wonder why no one's listening to this shit. Why would you listen to this incompetent, out of touch loser? This lady's dumb.
Plus, there's too many podcasts out there. It's like, why go listen to her when
she's not the most attractive? Like, she's not ugly. It's not an ugly lady, but like, there's if I want to listen to a girl talk, there's way better listening. There's way better looking girls I can hear talk.
The issue is you look at Pokey, you want to look at her, but you don't want to hear her talk. It's like, all right, cool, I'll go listen.
Damn, you pulled that. I'd rather bang you with a fucking bag over your head.
Ask the girl what's her favorite. Most girls who are whores are going to say doggy style because they fuck like that, you know. But most girls who are cute or actually want attention, missionary because they want the guy to look at them. But most guys are going to say doggy because most of them, I don't want to look at the bitch. I just want to fuck her. It's like that's just pokey. Bitch, I don't want to look at you.
I don't want to hear her speak words.
Like, yeah, I don't want to hear you speak. I just want to look at you, you know, get hard and move on. It's the whole thing when was Cinnabrit where it's like, no, Cinna, you gotta realize dudes are horny. Like if you're the last piece of ass at a club, a guy might like, come in.
Cinnabrit literally is a 4 out of what I said to the 3. That bitch is a 3 out of 10. I can literally point to you thousands of other internet girls I've seen do those stupid little TikTok dances. I can give you 3 of them right now that look way better than Cinnabrit. You will bang them instantly. Cinnabrit, I'd rather actually.
It's not that she's ugly.
Have you heard her talk? She sounds like a dude.
No. There's girls that sound like that. This is okay. Someone who's watched some of her content. The reason why you want to fuck with Cinnabon,
WZ gay.
The reason, yeah. What's wrong with you, WG? No, the reason why you want to fuck with Cinnabon because she's terminally online. She's someone that's just parasocial. Not even parasocial. You look at her. You're like, oh, she's attractive. You gotta realize attractive is like already she's attractive. But you compare to somebody else, she's less attractive. If you saw where it was Pokey, Valkyrie, Cinnabon, your fucking Cinnabon last. That is the most obvious point. If all three was in the bar, which one are you hitting on first? It's more likely not Cinnabon. It's more likely, in my opinion, for me to be Valkyrie. I'll go Valkyrie then Pokey.
You gotta give me some. What's her name? Janet. Her name is
You can take Choco Bars. I'll take.
Oh my god, dude!
I'll take Valkyrie. Put a baby in her because she said
imagine simping over this and you got Choco Bars next to you. It's actually ridiculous. That wouldn't be an option.
That's how it was when it was old TV. It was like
Pokemon and Lily Pichu have revealed how much their podcast makes. The estimated income is $5,500 per month after spending $13,300
to pay staff to buy tools. That's how a business works. That's simple business 101. You know you're not gonna make all the expenses back.
Wait, this is per month?
Yeah.
What's 12 times this?
It's about
12 times 5.
It's about 66,000.
That means their business will be profitable in a few years. You're getting $5,500 a month.
About 66. It's about 66. I want to say.
Yeah, times 12. Yeah, you're right.
66. Yeah, 6,600.
What are they complaining about? What the hell?
Because I did the math earlier.
Unless the staff cost a lot of money.
Okay, pay staff.
And why would you need a staff for a podcast?
What staff are you paying? That's the question.
Oh, my bad. Forget. It's California. I always forget they're in California. Jesus Christ. So what did we say it was? It was 5,000 times, what was it, 12? Okay. So it's California. We're just going to, so you would divide 50%. How would you do percent on here?
$33,000. That's okay. That's, yeah. No, it's times 50%. You do times.
Okay. So you do times 50. So what were we at? 66,000? Okay.
Yep.
So we do times 50%.
Yep, 33,000. Yeah.
Okay, so if they did this podcast the whole year, you get pretty much that is what you would file on your taxes, $33,000. That is literally less than minimum wage.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's one of the things they do on the side. Lily Pichu got her voice saying she does. Pokemon got her sponsors and whatever she does. 33. Okay, that's me. You're paying $13,000 for a $5,500 a month podcast. Okay, cool. And this is YouTube revenue. That's me. You're splitting in half. Both of them are probably making 27. But if
you're talking about staff, that means they have to pay. I mean, I don't know if the staff are contractors or they full-time employees, because there's a difference between having contractors and full-time employees. You know?
Yeah, my thing is if staff like the one person that's holding the camera, that's honestly, you could do that for free.
Female podcasts typically do terrible, except a few exceptions. It is what, because dudes ain't trying to listen to females like that. Just is what it is. You know,
it's not even that. It depends on the topic. A lot of times, is the issue is a lot of times they just talk about shit everybody else is just talking about. Like one podcast that's actually working and whine about it was Cutie and Maya, because it's like they're actually talking about shit in their own life. And the thing is, too, when you talk about shit in your own life, people are going to be interested. Because if you're always doing something and then you come on a podcast and talk about it, people are going to be interested. But when you're talking about other people's shit, I just go somewhere else. It's all about a context of the information. Like it's much easier for me to jump on the podcast and talk about here's how my week went. Here's how my life at Pokemon. I've actually thought about that. I was like, nah. Podcast probably be boring. I might actually consider doing the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing, or not Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon thing this year, where I talk about like when I go to challenge at the cups. I was like, but the whole thing is you have to be interested. And a lot of times, like Poke's interesting, but it's like, you stream. That's me. You got the money from streaming. That's me. Well, fuck a podcast. A podcast is like your fifth streaming revenue. It's like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Remember when OTK had like a bunch of those podcasts? They have one for girls, one for dudes, and it's like
OTV.
OTV, yeah, my bad. It was OTV when it was like Scara was running it or whatever.
Yeah,
I was like, why do we need this many different podcasts for like the same stuff you're talking
about? At that time,
I understand having a girl and a guy one. That makes sense.
I'm gonna tell you why, because there were different voices at that time, and they exploited everyone being home. This was 2020 to about 2023, when people couldn't leave, as you know, as they weren't as available to leave the house. You're stuck home. People are making content left and right. You're bored. You run out of shows to watch. You don't want to watch Friends for the 50 millionth time. You don't want to keep watching Fresh Prince. No, gonna have the point. A lot of them are just simps that want to feel validated and they get into a parasocial relationship. But like with OTV, it's a lot of this is just content. It's like, all right, cool. Let's just flood the market of content. That, to me, leak content, and we'll get to this later. I saw a video from David, the 100 Seas fan, super fan. A lot of the content from these orgs, League of Legends and whatever orgs, and content orgs, they stopped like after 2023, after the lockdown had ended.
Was the message of the video basically like they stopped taking risks? They stopped trying to basically innovate?
A lot of the content is no longer. A lot of the content is stuck in the past. Like voice comms are not as good. It's like for OTV, a lot of their content was okay. We're stuck in the house. Let's do this. We have all this content. When people were staying away from each other, but then we're able to get back to each other. Everyone went and got the what, and then I was like, all right, let's do these content stuff. It was cool, but then after a while, everyone started getting new interests. California started getting more expensive. It was already expensive, but now it's stupidly expensive to the point where you don't want to live there anymore. And then people didn't feel obligated to live in the same house. Oh, we're only doing this to save money. Oh, you know what? Locked us in this house for 2 years, and then OTV was going for a lot of shit right before and then the whole thing with Fed and Lily's ex-boyfriend and all that. It's like now you look at it, a lot of these content orgs don't work anymore. These content houses don't work anymore because people have other streams of entertainment to watch. It's like people are.
I know what you're saying. They basically like there's so much competition. Nothing about that is special anymore because it's basically like a ghetto version of MTV Cribs, if we're being honest.
Yeah, that 3-year window they had, whatever content you pumped out, you got the money, you ran with it. Like that's why, there's no good org anymore. Like RDC World was hot before, they kind of cooled off, but they got their following well before COVID. Like OTV started getting hotter during COVID. OTK really got hot during COVID. A lot of these orgs that got hot during COVID, FaZe Clan.
Recently, FaZe Clan were like, we're gonna have a $10 million house. Like what?
And then they realized it wasn't sustainable because okay, you don't have to sponsor.
And then recently they're like, we're gonna do it again. It's like we have a $10 million house, and how are you paying for that house? I wonder who's paying for this stuff.
It's sponsored plus all the guys they chip in. But the thing is, like AMP got in right during the middle of it, not like at the beginning. Yeah, that one hurt. This one was a couple of days ago. I saw it. I was like,
makes sense. Yeah, so we're gonna get into we'll do LTA first, then we'll do LEC because I have to rip
this one hurt, but I thought this one come from a mile away.
Like we knew Disguise were going to have to make roster changes because Disguise has the guest team slot, so that spot
They're done.
is up for
No,
promotion relegation. Honestly,
they're cooked. They're pretty much doing what KC did last year. KC got bumped up, but they don't. KC had a permanent slot. This is a guest slot. Honestly, they're not going to do any better. They're going to get new people. Abadage was a risk. He didn't look good, but he wasn't the reason why they were losing. But honestly, this team was you got 5 jank parts. You put it together, and the car didn't work. You got 3 wins the whole year, or 4 wins. You got 4 fucking wins total. You damn near went 0-8 in the split.
Like Medios on the dive said they didn't lose that hard. I'm like, Medios, good lord.
Medios is he was capping like a motherfucker, man.
Today on the dive, because we're gonna talk about the all pro voting and everything, because you want to go over that.
That was no more bullshit.
Fucking hell. Medios was like, they didn't look that. Medios, Disguise looked terrible. If they didn't look bad or didn't play as bad as you said, why are they making roster changes? Because people said that it wasn't just him. People said they didn't play that bad. All right, if that's true, why are they making roster changes then? You don't make roster changes if you're playing good.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. Are people just afraid to just say you suck?
For standard DSG, they didn't completely suck, but you know what it is too. You don't want to say anyone sucks because you don't want to be too hard. Unless if you were the person that came in, you were the harsh critic. Yes, you can. But if you were the one where everyone was like, "Oh, he's the very nice and fair critic," you're stuck in that realm where it's like you don't want to be the harsh asshole, but you have to be the harsh asshole. Sometimes you have to be the harsh asshole. You got to be like, man, this team's garbage. But you don't want to. It's.
And Toast feels the same way because things are getting changed. And keep in mind, we looked at their team's website. They don't got no sponsors. Who are they?
Toast is the sponsor.
Who they're bringing in? Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling you right now, if their team get relegated, this guy's gone. They're done.
Yeah, he wanted to get into league. He was in the system where you basically had no path to pro when it was pure franchise. Then when they stopped franchising and they became this guest spot that you had an opportunity to get in, they got in first. And then now their spot's up for grabs, depending on who's going to potentially beat them in a potential best of 5 at the end of the year to get in. I mean, a lot of people think it's Double Lift's team.
That team.
I'll be honest here. If Double Lift's team gets in the league, that team is gonna look bad. That team looks trash.
No. That team looks rough now.
Yeah.
That team looks rough now. They already got dysfunction.
So we're gonna look at
Double
Lift
the coach and the player. What could go wrong with that? Motherfucker! I saw firsthand on 100 C's how wrong that could go.
Come on, Busio actually did way better away from Double Lift than with Double Lift. Gee, I wonder why. I just only could think of why, honestly. So let's look at Disguise. Disguise 2-0 got 100 Thieves 2-0 them.
2-0 ain't the word. DSG got bent over that table, and it was a Diddy party.
So this is the first split. They went 1-4. That's their first split. They went 1-4. These games were not close.
100 C's to that. It was 100 C's to the ass, and then Dig dug them out.
The coach on Disguise were like, we had a chance to beat Dig. No, you didn't. Not with ScaryJerry. You cannot win with ScaryJerry. He's bad.
DSG got fucked 2 times.
Then a split 2. This is just a positioning phase. They went 1-6. So
damn near 0-7. Damn near 0-7.
So right now, what is that? So they went. What the hell? Because they went 1-4 here.
They went 2-12. 2-12 gets you fired in the NFL before the season even over.
And then we're going to the groups. 0-3. Okay, so what's that?
0-6. That's 0-6 total. That's me. That motherfucker is 2 in.
Oh, I was thinking because we'll count the series. That's the series records are 0-3.
No, the reason why I count the games because the games is very important. That motherfucker didn't win 1 game.
If you want to count them all, they went 0-9 total in the entire thing.
No. The series are the games. The series is 2-0. They got 2-0. That's mean the game. The ones you don't.
Oh no, I see what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah, not the games. That's mean they went 2-18. You get fired for that. That's worse than 2020 vitality. Them niggas went 2-16. These niggas went 2-18 in 2 splits. They went 0-3 in the split 2. Series 1. They motherfucker, they couldn't even win a game.
And these games weren't.
Think about it.
These weren't games where it was like, oh, I could have maybe sort of won some of these. No, these games were blowouts. These weren't like close. Just absolute fisting.
They were 0-6. Not one straight game. Not one straight.
And then they had, because they're done. Yeah, because they 100 Thieves 2-0 to begin for
the elimination match. So they lost.
They went 2-20.
Yes, them motherfuckers went 2-20. They couldn't get a game. If it wasn't for 100, if it wasn't for Team Liquid, them motherfuckers go 121. If that motherfucker would have went them motherfuckers would have went 0-7 or 0.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
0-7. Yeah. If it wasn't for Team Liquid, teams like this, you gotta realize 1-6 in the regular season. But you make it because the
actual format's terrible.
Is in the conference is terrible.
Yep.
And then you go to the the group stage. You don't win one game. Fuck the series. 0-3 in the series, whatever. You lose those 3. You don't win one game. You don't take nothing. You don't take nobody to game 3.
And these games aren't close. These are blowouts. These are like complete stomps, for being completely honest.
Like the one against Dignitas was somewhat like it was relatively close, and then once they
but to be fair, that's against Dig, and you should expect that. Dig is also shit.
Once and the shop, and I think they featured Shopify at one point. They got to the Baron, and once they got to the Baron, that after 25 minutes, Shopify pulled away. But Disguised did not win a game. We knew they was going 0-3 in the series, but we thought it was going to be 2-6. We thought they was going to push 1 or 2 of the team to 3 games. No, they ain't. What group were they in again? Go back up.
Cloud9's group.
Who's in that group? Oh
Cloud9,
it was
Team Liquid and Lion. Yep. So they got
two
of the top 4 teams.
You thought they was going to beat Team Liquid, take them to at least 3 games. Nope, Team Liquid wakes up. Lion, it's like, okay, Lion looks a little shaky, but they beat him. Lion beat Disguise 2-0. What Cloud9 did to Disguise is what Diddy did to some of these people at the freak off.
Allegedly, in Minecraft.
No, got the baby oil, rub it, and told them to take that. Disguise took it. And then they had an elimination game. Oh, we're confident we can go against 100 Seeds. 100 Seeds, 100 motherfuckers came in the room. 5 little. Never mind. I can't even say the reference what I'm saying. Let me put it this way: 100 Seeds took it to your ass. Disguise took 100 Seeds to the ass. There's 100 motherfuckers just telling
that
you to take
series against
Disguise is Bonnie Blue, and 100 Thieves is the 100 dudes that cracked it.
Because 100 Thieves in that, because 100 Thieves has been basically consistently inconsistent.
That means they're consistently inconsistent. And what that means is, it's like gravity. Whatever comes up is going to come down. They're going to find a way to fuck it up, do good, and fuck it up. They're going to find a way to get whatever you think is going to happen, probably ain't going to happen.
And then that series also isn't close. Come on, 100 Thieves looks substantially weaker than the other 3 teams we're talking about, and they blew them out. These weren't close at all.
Blow them out ain't the word. It's like
River, instead of diving castle, just started dancing.
Yep.
It just started jungle dancing.
Yep.
He literally said, I could dance right now and I could just give up jungle camps and I wouldn't lose to Zayu at all.
Yep.
Disguise announces, today we are announcing the release of Abadage. We appreciate the commitment Felix made to joining DSG as he holds an integral part of our LTA journey. We wish him good luck in his future ventures. No, I'm pretty sure he just said, hey, it's not working out. I'm gone.
Yeah.
He's German. They're very, very upfront, but they don't like something. That's their personalities.
He probably just realized, you know what? Like sometimes you just, you know what? This ain't it for me, man. Closer took off last split. the only real good player from that 2022 100 Cs that's left is FBI. Who he's washed. Closer,
yeah.
He was done on Giant X.
Someday retired.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're all still. Yeah.
Who he's there with or was with Abadage.
Debatably is who he there, because I don't think that's who he. He got taken over by a fucking demon or something.
What you need to do is put who he back at mid lane.
The other player getting benched. Oh my god, that's my DMs. Holy crap!
Scary mother.
After that is DSG the DSG. Oh my goodness.
DSG.
Oh yeah, there's DSG. What? My brain's fried. Disguise
DSG
LTA.
and Dig. It literally just two. It's one letter that separates these two shit orgs, and they both got the same color scheme. Black and
too.
Black and yellow. What the fuck is these black and yellow, black and gold? Garbage ass.
BFX and LCK.
A super serious and professional esports org. Super. Okay, Toast. All right, you can't fool me.
You know, a business never calls himself a super serious business. I don't have to know McDonald's is a serious business. I could just see that with my own eyes. Yeah. Disguise LTA roster update. We are announcing the movement of ScaryJerry to our bench. He will continue working together with the team and streaming moving forward. Allegedly, they're going to get Rahel, who was SK's ADC. But this is the thing with Rahel that I don't get. Why would Rahel want to join this? This is a trap to join.
He's not getting any offers. Sometimes you gotta take whatever comes your way.
But if you look bad on that roster, you're not gonna get any offers after that either. That's the thing.
He's not getting any offers now.
Oh man, you're right.
Sing about it. It's like Deshaun Watson. Once Cleveland cut him, who's going to sign him? Sometimes you gotta take whatever comes your way. And that's the fucking part about it. You with this pivotal part of SK going first place last summer only to get fucked by Fnatic and G2 just because. Oh, we finished first in the summer split.
Yeah, their first place finish for them since 2015. Spring. 10 motherfucking years.
And everyone was like, oh my god, they're going to Worlds. Them motherfuckers didn't get out of the second round.
Dog shit in playoffs. They got first place in regular season, and then they debatably were losing to that Vitality team in that same week. Yeah, they managed to get first, and then went to playoffs, and they just disappeared like my dad in my life.
They became irrelevant.
Fucking hell.
That's the worst name. That and missing are the two worst names. Like, imagine irrelevant and missing on the same team. Irrelevant.
That would generate. Give me that cinema. That's generational talent right there.
Imagine if missing came to the LEC, irrelevant in the top lane, and missing goes missing in playoffs again.
Oh no, he's missing last split in playoffs.
That motherfucker been missing since 2023. I'm still where the fuck he at? I'm still looking for him from KDG. They still got an APB on him. Where he at?
I still can't believe that man went to the playoffs last split with a KD of 2. That's not humanly possible. That means he's not even participating in the games.
I'm still looking at how Carrier just made him go missing. Him and Guma, he was permadead. He had no bug grade screens. Every time there was a bad gank, missing was the first one gone. I'm like, I can see why Ruler got the fuck away from him. If I'm Ruler, get me away from this motherfucker. No. And now I feel paid.
And keep in mind 1 year.
Ruler had to play with this motherfucker.
Keep in mind this. Ruler had to make Worlds with Yagao and missing on his team. That's too much on someone's plate. Former SK Gaming 80 carry Rahel is set to join Disguise in the LTA North. The move aims to improve the team's chances of avoiding relegation. I just don't get it from his point of view. Like, you join this team. I mean, let's just say this mid laner is Nisqy. So their team would be Castle, Zayu, Nisqy, Rahel, and Huhi. That just sounds like 10th.
It sounds like a 10th out of 8th place. But the issue is this. Rahel has two options. You sit in LEC hell,
and you wait for a better option, maybe potentially, which is not happening.
Shows up, but
yeah.
Okay, let's look at the 10 ADCs in Europe. Like, let's actually look at the 10 ADCs in Europe.
I mean, I can tell you them, but we'll see them right now. Give me one second.
Yeah, there's a few I would say he could go over because some of these guys are actually garbage, but we're. You know.
I mean, unless he didn't get the offer from Navi, who's going to be taking Rogue spot. So, is this? Yeah, this spring. So he's not replacing Kalista on Carmine Corp. They love him. They are in love. French fans are in love with him.
Even though Kalista is such a fraud, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself.
Fnatic only have upset for a year. His contract is only for a year.
He's not replacing Kalista, Noah, Hansama, or Upset. He's not replacing Super. He could have replaced Patrick, but they would have replaced him already.
The only player I could see him being replaced is on like Noah. Like, you replace Rahel for Noah?
Nah. Noah beat him last year. Giant Axe is like, Noah, John, you keep that
Flaccid.
Nah. Black has more upside. And Stan is just a better not split them for Cardi. The one person you would have is the one you replaced him with Kadui. You replaced Rahel with Kadui. That's what you're not bringing him back.
He's not going back to SK after what he said about the org. So yeah, that bridge is burnt.
That's the only team you will go to Rogue, and in my opinion, Rogue is in the worst situation than DSG.
Yeah, because they're not even an org. They're gone.
Yeah, they're becoming Navi, and none of these players are guaranteed. I think Larson might be the only guaranteed.
Oh, yeah. No, I hope not. I really hope he's not guaranteed.
I don't know who's guaranteed for Rogue.
Yeah, because they haven't announced their roster.
I think Larson's the only one they said they might be guaranteed.
So we're gonna go talk about the LTA just a little bit. Then we'll go to the LEC because there's a lot more to go over with the LEC. Let's go over the playoffs really quickly. So we had
real quick.
So we had go ahead. Yeah,
let's do the LTA itself. Let's just go over and see who might end up going to Worlds.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's just look at that LTA South. Let's just look at let's look at LTA South. Let's just take a look at what the fuck is going on there. Okay, round.
Their positioning phase.
Pain.
Damn.
Yeah. Shit. Oh no. That's all. They got better once they got in the group. They went 3-5. They went 1-2. Leviton, oh my god, Leviton fell off so hard. Leviton got put in the group of death. They got Pain, Keystars, Loud looked a little exposed.
So this is their playoff bracket right now. So
right now it's Pain versus Fear. Pain beat the shit out of Loud. Pain just has a Loud number now. Loud versus IE, Keystar versus Red Fury. And I think Pain's going to win. Pain's going to automatically be in the finals. And then it's going to be Pain versus, I think it's either going to be Keystar or the Loud that's going to face.
So Pain is going to be the LTA South representative?
Yeah, more likely. It doesn't matter. Pain goes.
I just find it so crazy how we have to give up a spot to them. That's insane.
Yep, for MSI. And it's the dumbest thing because Pain's going to get fucked.
Pain's about to just get absolutely giga-gaped.
Pain will get fucked. And the sad part about Pain can't get better even if they stayed over here. Because Pain, I would say this. Pain is better than Disguised and who's the other team that didn't make it? No, made playoffs. Disguised and Lions.
Oh, Shopify.
Lions. They're better than them too.
Oh, okay.
They're better than Lions. They're better than Lions. They're better than DSG.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put them over Dig or Shopify. If you got to take the top two teams of the South, put them in the North, and tell them, okay, you got, we're gonna put you in a 10-team seed. I think Payne's about 6-7 seed. The LTA South is the LTA is about to get exposed at MSI. And then I'm gonna discuss this later about the LCK.
Yeah. That LTA, finals format is.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If it's Genji and Hololive going to MSI and not T1, because I think T1 is just better. Just play for Worlds. That's where I think you're better at. I wouldn't really.
After we saw that Hololive series, it's
crazy how DK could beat them, but then DK it's a whole cycle. Hololive beats T1, T1 beats DK, DK beats Hololive.
We'll go to the. We'll finish the LTA playoffs and we'll go to LEC.
Well, I'm telling you right now, LTA itself will get LTA itself ain't beating the goddamn the CFO Flying Oysters, whatever the motherfuckers is. They ain't PCS, they ain't beating the motherfucker. They're getting 3-0 by them. It's sad because I don't watch a lot of LTA stuff. I usually watch the English one where that hot lady, she's doing the casting a lot of times, and it's her, some fat chick with a nose ring. I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this. It's the thing where I got her in a second monitor while I'm playing Master Duel or Pokemon. I'm like half the time I'm just listening. I'm not really watching. When she's talking, she's oh my god, she just word salad. But I'm telling you right now, if Payne does not, if any other team gets to MSI that's not Payne, burn the LTA itself. Just burn it. Don't even have a summer split. Just whoever wins the spring. If it's not Payne Gaming, if Payne Gaming does win, just don't even have a summer split. But if Payne doesn't win, you need to have a best of 7. Payne versus whoever the winner is. Whoever wins that, just have them be the world's representative. But I'm telling you right now, LTA South, that whole conference, just burn that shit to the ground. Loud and absolute dog shit. Robo,
they might as well just let that lady play on the team. Might as well.
Robo is old as shit. Robo is just turbo sprinted. Just he don't even give a fuck anymore. Because see now Payne has finally got to the point where they have the confidence to actually, because Loud for a 2-year run used to just whoop everybody's ass.
Yeah, like, Loud used to run CB Law
from 2022 to about mid 2020. It was that spring. Once they lost to Payne got that confidence that they was like, oh, we can compete with these motherfuckers now. Because Loud was getting exposed in these international playoffs because they was never getting out of the playing stage. They were never getting out of the group stage and all that playing stage. But it was like Payne was like, we can beat these motherfuckers because they're always competitive. If Loud always lose once, it's always either Payne or Furia or not Keystars, whoever it was before. There's always 2 teams. If Payne was always the one team that could just trip them up. Loud goes 15-1, 14-2. It's because Payne beats you twice, but then Payne out here choking on a cock. When I don't know,
there was a highlight play I saw from the CB LOL, and I almost threw up.
Yep. Yeah.
There was like Red Candence hasn't been relevant since 2022 MSI. They made MSI back when Evil Geniuses was our representative that year. They haven't been doing shit since. They've been doing dick.
That was the last time Loud didn't make a international tournament, and then Loud went on that four split run where it was just fucking everybody in the ass. It was just Loud to pull their dick out at a Diddy party. It just told everybody, take that. That's what Loud did for 2 years. They just told everybody to take that, and then Payne said, no more. And now, burn the LTA itself. Burn that shit. Burn that shit. Just burn it.
We had FlyQuest versus Shopify Rebellion, which is really crazy because that says 3-0, but that ended up being the longest running 3-0 in NA history.
Yep.
These games were like the very first game was a blowout. That was what we expected for the series.
Yeah.
But then game 2 was Shopify threw that shit away. They crumpled their win up in paper, threw it in the trash.
This is what happens. They got the golden ticket from for Willy Wonka. Saw a window, crumpled up, and threw it right out the window. They was like, nope, don't want it. They saw a window and just Superman jumped that shit right out.
I showed you. I said to look at the game. His contract, look, he was about to just mentally break. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for that man. He has to play with Palafox. Palafox is trash. I'm sorry. He's done. He's washed.
Contract is done.
Get him some. I had KFC today. I had the $5. I had the tender box. Shit was fucking amazing. I asked for honey barbecue sauce. The motherfucker gave me ranch.
The motherfucker never give me the right sauce.
Right?
I remember one time they gave me the right sauce, but then they only gave me one. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I got 5
I said honey barbecue. They gave me ranch.
Yeah, they.
Oh my god! And then game 3, B-Boy just got his whole booty hole exposed by Masu. Masu just fisted.
Oh my god, Masu was on a motherfucking mission. Masu treated him like a hoe. Like, bitch, I need my money. I was like, god damn. Shit.
Like, I will say this: Fudge isn't playing bad. He really isn't. But it doesn't matter. You can't.
But then there was motherfuckers saying that he should have been 3rd team All Pro.
Oh. Yeah, so before we get to that, we'll do this series. Cloud9 Team Liquid. Basically, I said TL would win because Cloud9's form against FlyQuest looked so bad.
I said Cloud9. This motherfucker went against the team. I said no, Cloud9 beating them. I said Cloud9. And the reason why, because I said if they play Umpty, they're cut. Yuja didn't look good either, but that's his very first playoff series. And that's what happens when you play your first playoff series. Either it's that joke they have with 3-6-9. You roll a dice, you either get a 3, a 6, or a 9. That man rolled 2 3s. That man
ran it down.
In game 3, it didn't matter. It did not matter because Loki stayed with his cock and APA'd ass. Just stayed with it in it.
And APA said Loki wasn't good. Like Loki's not top 4 material.
Loki ain't never pull out. He's like my dad. Got no pull-out game.
God. Did you oh my, remember Jan basically was asked questions on pros about what happened. He said, I woke up from a dream. He said, it feels like I woke up from a bad dream. What the hell? Impact just got absolutely railed.
I just queued into a Master Duel game playing Masochist. My opponent conceded because I just hit him with the trap card and then it was over. What?
So Cloud9 ended up beating Team Liquid. So now it's FlyQuest C9 rematch in the upper bracket. And then so Hunter Thieves hasn't got a chance to play a series in a couple of weeks actually at this point.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
And now you get the lower bracket. So you have TL versus Dig, Shot for Rebellion versus Hunter Thieves. I just don't. If Dig, I'm saying right now, if Dig upset Team Liquid and they knock them out, restart the whole TL roster. Just restart everything.
Yeah.
Burn a whole org. They lost their Honda sponsorship. Just burn that shit to the ground. That guy Yuja, it was his very first playoff series. It's understandable the pressure gets to you and you just fucking crumble. Yuja was on his knees taking Blabber's dick through the throat. God damn, just getting fucked constantly. But if Dig beat Team Liquid, I want Team Liquid to deactivate their Twitter account. Just deactivate that shit. Don't even tell me you're sorry. I swear to God, if you guys tell me you're sorry, I'm about to burn my computer down. I'm gonna say TL win, but if they lose to Dig, I'm so out on Team Liquid. Impact is just old and dead at this point. It's weird because he was God. All right, TL, I'll say you win.
It's funny how his name Impact, but he has no impact.
He got the one solo kill on Thanatos on game 3, and that went nowhere. All right.
Oh, so I got a solo kill, and what'd you do with that?
Absolutely nothing. South Rebellion versus 100 Thieves. I think this might actually go all 5. I'm gonna say 100 Thieves win 3-2. It's so inconsistent.
I'm gonna say 3-1 100 Thieves. I think they actually step up. I think
Shopify has shown a little bit of more fight. I don't think it's enough to win the series. Come on. I don't trust Palafox. He's too fat. He wants KFC. Get this motherfucker out the league. He's so ass. How he got a spot after NRG last year? He didn't have a single game good last year.
He peaked that 2023 run. They win summer. They get top 8. You get a motherfuckers get a contract. You know how many players have that one good year and then they get a 5-year contract?
Yeah.
Caleb Parsons got a 5-year, $80 million contract off one good season. That motherfucker's a bum. Motherfuckers get contracts off one good season.
And some players only play good in a very isolated point in time. Very small period of time. You only play good in that point.
Sometimes players peak at that one moment and then it's over. It's like that one guy who was averaging 10 points his whole career. 1 year he averages 19 in the NBA. I think it was 19-20. Yeah. That 1 year, about a year and a half. And then they sign him to a new contract. He goes back to 10 points a game. Sometimes it's the system. Sometimes that system worked. You had to be the best player. It was Dokla, Contracts, Palafox, FBI, and Ignar. That team worked.
I was trying to understand, why can't Ignar get a spot?
That's what I'm saying.
What did he do?
Why the fuck is LeBron James on you?
Why can't Ignar be on G2?
That's what I'm saying.
Because they needed a playmaker for G2.
Ignar and Hanfheim already showed that they could work on misfits. You tell me you ain't trying to run that back?
Oh my goodness. Speaking of someone who gets dog walked by Caps just runs this league. It's finally time for us to go over you know what? I'll do MCoy and we'll do MCoy and Carmine Corp first. So that series, MCoy versus Carmine Corp. So Yike had this interview where Yike was like, "We're the best team. I don't really see anybody beating us."
Ooh, that take.
Remember he had that interview with Cheap Esports? I need to find it. I need to bookmark it.
I understood it. He finally got the confidence. That's understandable. You need to back the fuck up, though. Like when I went and told motherfuckers I was the best motherfucker in that goddamn Discord, and then backed it up was winning back-to-back tournaments in 2023 was Terrellman's motherfucker. Oh, but you can't do it in real life because I ain't got the money for the card. But if we all play on Doing Buff, I will beat you. I went 20-0.
We're a step above the others. The other top teams can beat one another, but not us. Whoever we face in best of fives, it'll be free for us.
L. The thing is he has the right to talk. He has the confidence.
He was the worst player in that series. He was the worst player in that series. He actually turbo griefed the entire series. He literally had no good games. He ran it down.
He like an old as shit.
And you know me, I would say if he played at least a good moment, he had no good game in that series. He actually looked like he looked like his girlfriend just broke up with him, and he just like said, "Fuck it, I just don't care." He actually played like literal. That was his worst series to date.
Oh yeah, easy.
I thought his worst series was that G2 Fnatic final, but no, this was. Damn, motherfuckers just.
Him, Caliph out here getting caught the fuck out. Targama's like, oh, they're afraid of us.
Targama's like, I'll just play Pike. What does that motherfucker ever play Pike? What is?
Did you? Oh, are you allowed to? Play the voice com. You gotta play the LAC voice com. I
wanted to give Carmine Corp something a little quickly, just really quick. One sec. I wanted to. One sec. I'll do that right now. One moment.
Targama got too much damn confidence. You got too much motherfucking confidence.
I mean, turn this down.
Out here just get fuck. Connor, what the fuck? He was a scion. He was getting bursted down by Tristana. Nigga, you supposed to be tanked. Tristana was eating that ass stuff like cereal. 7 o'clock in the morning. Fuck you, Meek.
Also, MCoy, they actually could have just won the series 3-0. But you know how fat Merwin is. He just has to fucking get on his knees and just take dick from Kana.
No. Fuck all that.
How did they lose game 2?
No, fuck all that. No. Let's go back to the beginning. KC did a goddamn KC Carmine Corp did a KT rosters. They chose their team.
Oh, you're right.
You chose this fucking team. You said this is the easiest team. You said we got this. 3-0s.
Yeah, that's your reward now for winning the regular season. They got first. The reward is you can pick whatever team you want to face. Your choice. They're like, we can pick MCoy. All right, cool. There you go. You can get to the cool.
See, MCoy makes sense. It's the same thing with KT with T1. T1's weak. Koi's the weakest. You kind of if I'm KC, you already showed you could dominate G2. But no, G2, he slept in their thing. But KC's decision is better and worse. Better because they chose the out of the top 4, Koi is the worst. Koi lost to all 3 of them. Koi is the worst. Mm-hmm. But the reason why it's worse because Koi could have 3-0'd them. If Koi ain't throw game 2, Koi puts the whole cocky in. And then you bring it back 5. You bring it back to game 5. And then you had some bullshit ass troll trap.
Game 5. They left game 5. They gave Targamas Pike.
They trolled that shit. Oh my god.
You can't pick a Twisted Fate for Vladdy. I'd rather him play Twisted Fate.
Let's go over this.
Even Faker can't make Zoe work in full fearless if you go 5 games. What is with people picking Zoe in full field? That's Zoe, guys. Zoe's a trash champion right now. I'd rather you just play Twisted Fate. Just play Twisted Fate. Literally just play him. Or play Syndra. God forbid you play Syndra. What am I playing Syndra? I want to show this real quickly. This is for Carmine Corp. Oh, Forgotten Hell. I had this type muted. God damn it. All right. Play this back really quickly. What is the color? Shit! You're shit. Your orc sucks, Carmine Corp.
What is your color? About it?
What is the color of your butthole? Shit!
You know the fucked up card about one of the top 2 teams in LEC ain't making MSI. They guarantee that.
Yep.
That's mean the 4 seed. The 4 seed G2. Oh, G2's washed. They're not gonna make MSI. Them motherfuckers is the first one to qualify. Yamada Canada's like, you know why they qualify? Because they have Fnatic's number. But whatever happens, Fnatic always finds a way to choke.
And we're going to go to that right now. So that's the most important thing about the LEC right now. So since G2 not only defeated Fnatic, because Fnatic just... and then they beat MCoy, because G2 put out a meme of Caps dog-walking Jojo Pion. Just...
he was doggy style. He was,
God. Woo. People were like, oh, but Caps carried the game on his ear. He got solo killed like 1 billion times against Caps. Against Annie out here yelling the N-word when she ults, fucking little whorebag. Just fucking bitch out
just
here.
Just called Clarence the N-word, like, nigga, go back to America.
Jojo Pion is Clarence. And we know his parents got a real good marriage. Fuck. Damn, Joseph Pion, why do you suck so bad? So now, since G2 beat Fnatic and Carmine Corp, they automatically lock finals. So we're not going to see G2 for like a few weeks. So they might be rusty when they play again. Who knows, right?
It don't even matter. They
already locked him aside. So now, either Carmine Corp, who won last split, isn't going. Fnatic might not go. Either one of those two might not go. Because MCoy, let's be honest here, I don't think they were going in anyway, so I don't think they were in the conversation.
What if it's the G2 MCoy finals rematch? And Koi's the one that's going to MSI.
You remember the Dark Knight?
You really want to see JoJo versus motherfucking Chovy?
Remember the Dark Knight? Remember the Dark Knight where the Joker said, it's not about the money, it's about sending a message. And he took that match and he blew that money up. That's what that finals would be. Match, money,
send the message. You're the top 2 team in LEC, but you choked when it mattered.
Dude, what happened to Carmine Corp? They just fucking...
I told you they were fucking frauds.
They had a slow split, right? But they mostly won a lot of games they shouldn't have.
They won a lot of games because of people's mistakes. even last year, this is what happened. G2 played the motherfucking long game. You get embarrassed in the finals, get to first stand, beat shit team, got in because of the shit record, get stopped by Hololive. You have the confidence no one could beat us. They got cocky. KC got cocky and saw no one's better than us. No one could beat us. All right, cool. You believe that.
Oh, there's so much shit I want to say.
Split. You got the right to be confident. But they should. You ain't did nothing in this motherfucking league.
Both lower seeded teams won. MCoy was 3, G2 was 4 or whatever, 3-4.
Guess what? KC did it to them goddamn self. You chose this team, then the team came back and fucked you.
I just want to point out, even though Fnatic won this game, this is the game where a humanoid played this motherfucker, his room picked Grasp of.
Yeah,
Grasp of the Undying on his.
He was trolling.
What
he was
level? What mid laner you watching in a CB lull put Grasp? If I see my Azir in my team put Grasp of the Undying on Azir, I'm gonna go up to the X button right here on the client and exit because we're not playing that. Then he was down in CS.
Yeah.
So they win this game, even though Humanoid is giga.
Oh, he was actually up his. He was up his CS.
He was down in CS in lane, but they let him get the side waves. That's why he ended up getting up. So then, game 2 basically was Humanoid deciding to himself he's retarded and he's stupid and he's just gonna let Cap shove it up his ass. Literally, I don't know. Okay, not even just the series.
No.
I need to show you guys.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Fnatic lost this game at draft. You gave over a Senna Nautilus with an Ari. You lost this shit at draft. You lost this shit at draft.
We were told that Grabs was the draft king.
Okay. You might understand this more than me. What is this Renata Glass priority? You put Mickey X on Renata Glass. That's an auto loss. We saw him last year on G2 as Renata Glass.
They wanted basically a lot of disengage from the engaging champs.
Didn't that motherfucker have like a 17% win percentage on that champion last year?
Oh, yeah.
If Fnatic ain't fucking learned.
Y'all talk about.
Y'all beat this motherfucker
I even said I wanted this. I said even if Fnatic might lose, even though I predicted them to win because the form recently, I said I wanted Oscar Rinnan's tight booty hole opened, and I got that.
I said G2 because I have faith. Didn't I say 3-1 or 3-2?
We said 3-1.
I said G2 because I said G2 is going to troll the draft, Fnatic's going to troll the game.
I'm never picking them ever again against G2. I'm done. That was the one time you get me.
I chose G2 because I know G2 is going to troll the draft. But the thing is, G2 has so many. Fearless Draft is the best thing that's come to league because now you need to have. Now there's a lot of motherfuckers that are getting exposed, aka APA.
Can we talk about Oscar Rennan? This man literally ran it to the
Oscar
ground.
Rennan is the
Is he playing on G2?
Oscar Rennan is the top lane version of APA. He has no champion.
Top lane version of AIDS.
Yeah, that too. He has no champion pool. That nigga is garbage. No champion pool. Can't play a fucking Yorick.
Every game was going 0-4. Every game 0-4.
Even when Fnatic was coming back in this game, I didn't fear Fnatic.
You know what's crazy? It's like I don't even think G2 played amazing in the series either.
Oh no, no.
They played like all right.
They played like absolute shit. But you get upset Zeri with a Renata Glass. I'm choosing whatever's on the other side. You gave Hans Thomas.
Oscar Rennan, every game went 0-4. The motherfucker went
0-4-1.
That means
Your carry is Razork on a Pantheon.
That means this guy went 0-12 in 3 games. That reminds me of that Yasuo we played in. Remember that the time we did play Summoner's Rift?
Yeah.
Let's play Summoner's Rift. The Yasuo went 0-14 in 2 games. We're like, all right, well, that's our mid laner. 0-14.
Yeah. I played Summoner Rift recently. I had a Yone top that was 0-7 in 7 minutes. He was getting fucked by a Gnar in top lane. I'm like, I'm playing support Ashe, and I'm just like, FF. I'm like, not playing this shit. I play League once a week now. I just play Master Duel and Pokemon. I'm like, if I want to grief so hard, I'll just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Masochist. Where
so I do want to point out there. So we already talked about Oscar and open up his little tight little man bussy.
he was getting he was getting open.
Oh God! Then Grabs sees this man. He's okay. So what kind of champion do you guys think Camille is? A carry. Grabs sees this man can't even play Yorick. He says, "All right, go and play Camille."
No. This is another thing where G2 was not actually trolling his draft, but Fnatic was trolling their
game is trolled by Upset. Upset. This is a generational throw from him.
No.
This game. This is game 4. Game 4.
Fnatic lost at Band. How the fuck you let Mbessa go through it and then you let Oscar in and get Camille?
That's already an L. They chose Camille over
Mbessa. And then you gave Stumon Trundle.
Why would that be their only counter is Camille?
The one saving grace you gave Caps
Galio,
where he's kind of shifty, he's kind of iffy on it. But it doesn't fucking matter. You gave Mickey X, who ending was Nico. It's like, and you gave Razor. You told Razor.
I just want to say, Upset trolled every game after game 1. He literally should have carried this game. Upset in the Callista game and in the Tristana game. He just generational throws. Remember this game? Remember the Xayah one? The Xayah one. Fnatic put Hansama so far behind. How do you not win that?
Yeah.
There's no why the Fnatic get on their knees like Bonnie Blue when they play against G2? Why did that rhyme? Fuck. Jeez. Damn. It's not just one time.
LeBron was trolling this game on Leona. It didn't matter. Because you put Razor on Sejuani and you told Upset you're the solo carry.
I need to show you guys this last fight. This shit broke my entire brain. So look at this bronze level of gameplay. So G2 are like doing they're recalling or whatever. They start a fight off. Okay, so my goodness.
Game 3 draft. What the fuck did Fnatic let through on G2 side? So you get this is murder.
They gave them the lovers bot lane, and they gave them Poppy and Jax.
You gave Caps Annie into a goddamn right. Why are you giving rather Skarner your carry, and then you gave Upset Callista?
Debatably, was Razor carrying anything other than L's?
You gave it Upset Callista with Mickey X on Taric. Is Mickey X Core JJ 2020? What the fuck?
Also, let's not forget, Humanoid was actually just constantly overextending. Then in this game, he kept getting caught out. Constantly, he's the carry of the. And look what Oscar is going. Oh, Oscar was 0-5 in this game. Man,
4-5. He was 4-5-1. He actually
he got the kills in the team fights. In lane, he was getting.
He had impact, but the issue is he was on Gwen. He was on a squishy Gwen. No tank. It was AP Gwen. He was on AP Gwen. That's me.
I want you guys to look at this.
He was on AP Gwen. He was always dead.
Why I want to show you guys this really quickly. Why in the world did Mickey X use his Cosmic Radiance in this moment? Keep in mind, okay? The Cosmic Radiance, he can't. So his ult is, I guess he uses it to save. He uses it to save himself, which is really odd. So then look at this. Look at this. What are they doing?
Yeah.
Just watch how L. Oh God! He got 2v3'd by a Poppy and a Xayah.
Guess what? You're fighting two wars because you got the other two motherfuckers in the goddamn base. We're gonna stop.
Look at this positioning. I want you to see what just happened here. What did Upset do? Okay, I don't think Mickey X should have used his ult there because he's not dead. Come on, he just wastes his ult. It's 3v2.
The issue is that you're fighting this 3v2 while your base is getting cracked the fuck open.
Yeah.
And you're in a position where Mickey X had to do something. He stalled enough time, but it didn't matter. We know
their comms are off. If they know Mickey X has Cosmic Radiance up, then you would be the ones aggressively fighting them, not them aggressively fighting you.
You
I have constant radiance of, we're gonna fight because we're invulnerable for like what 2 seconds of that thing he does.
But you know why it didn't matter? Because Oscar was dead. Where the fuck was Oscar in at?
Oscar doesn't count, man. It's 4v5.
You're going an AP Gwen that's supposed to shred through motherfuckers, but it's the squishiest motherfucker on the team.
Also, you know what's even worse about this? Look at this. So he goes into his ult right here. Hansama ults. Why did they upset? What are you doing? What are you doing?
They just stood right there, and the
humanoid stood right there and took it all up the ass.
And the humanoid on a 2v1.
I mean, debatably, he's been getting 2v1 his whole life, taking dildos up his ass.
Like I said, once they miss Hansama, because if they kill Hansama, the match goes another 5 minutes.
I was gonna say, Upset. You knew. Look at Upset's face after he loses that. Look at his actual reaction right here. Look at this. Look at him.
Yep. He knew he fucked up.
No matter what the Tristana game looked like, and then he got Tristana, and then just didn't care. What is going on?
Yep, he knew he fucked up.
Also, in this Kalista game, this man is like 10. Man, Hansama was really far behind that game, guys. They really did a number to put him down, and it didn't matter. Imagine having this big of a lead and you can't win with your Kalista, who's a lane bully. He's 6-3. Hansama was 5-4.
Yep.
Labrov couldn't buy a lane a solo kill. That man dookie shit. That man
But also, the reason why this is so close because Oscar was just so goddamn squishy. He was like a Puerto Rican girl with a fat ass. Just squishy shit. How you doing, buddy?
Like, I just want to understand.
Oscar was so goddamn squishy. It wasn't even fun. That motherfucker was dead before the fight even started.
How did they lose a 2v1 to Azaya? Oh, you have Skarner.
Bad position on Upset's part. And then
I will never understand who told Mickey X to use his ult there. Whoever said that, I need you fired. Who told that Tariq? Yeah, just ult right now when it's 3v2. When we don't need it. Why?
Fuck all that. Who told you to draft Tariq? Like it makes sense now, but it doesn't even matter. And then Razork and Upset go, look right there, and then boom, look, Upset misses. And then
Hansama didn't use his flash. He didn't use his flash.
Yep.
Well, good job, Fnatic. Your little booty hole got opened up today.
You know the fucking thing about it? Even if Hansama died there,
it doesn't even matter. They still win. Yeah.
Because by the time you teleport, by the time you recall,
look at this positioning from Upset right here. So this is when I knew Game 4 was over. Just look at what Upset does. Okay, they can't see them. Now they see him with the scrying orb. He W's over. Okay, they're getting the dragon. I think it's this. Okay, yes. Okay, so after this. Okay, just look at what Upset does. He literally is the only way they can win this game. Only way. Okay, just watch what he does. Okay. Razork is like, I think we can win. Upset! What are you doing?
I got out. Boom, gone. The minute he was gone, I was like, up, GG's.
And I know Razork called for that shit. He was like, oh my goodness, guys, we can really win the fight. I want the dildo on my butthole.
That's what I told you, man.
Why did Upset leap over the wall when he knows that their 4 tanks on that team will just shred his little tight asshole up?
Yep.
Why did he W over? I just don't know. What is? I just can't. I can't make sense of it.
Dead. That means you're
fighting a 5v4, which is already stupid. Mickey X is dead, and then Upset's like, "I'll use my only escape tool," and then just get one-shotted.
Razork. That was a bad idea, and then Humanoid just all by
Humanoid. He didn't have a brain anyway. He was gonna follow regardless. Razork could have said, "Come into this cave. I have a bunch of milk and cheese."
It was
and
Razork who went in first, and then Upset went behind him, and it was like,
"Yeah,
you sure you want to do that? You sure about that?" And then they just went in and cracked it. They just
while knowing it's a 5v4, while knowing Mickey X is dead.
And then they went off. They went off. No. Yes. Yep. They won because who came back? It was Mickey.
Also, look at Upset right there. Look at that. He knows his jungler's retarded.
Yep.
He's like, that's my jungler, Razork the retard.
But you put Razork on Sejuani. Why the fuck you supposed to put your carry support your carry jungler on Sejuani? You sure that's a good idea?
Why did Razork? I'm done.
Why the fuck did Upset why he jump?
They know it's 5v4.
And no, but go back. I just realized that. Go back. Razork's 3 levels down behind Skumon.
We're done. We're done.
That.
Nope.
I just realized because I wasn't looking at it. I was like, wait, level 14. I was thinking in my mind, level 14 is all right. I was like, oh no, everyone. But 2 people on this team were level 18. I was like, you 4 levels down, you 3 levels behind Skumon.
And the goal was even too. The goal was even in the game.
Yep, but
that didn't matter because they were getting blown out. Oh my
god!
What? And we have to ask this question: why does this keep happening as G2? Humanoid attempts to play better against Faker and Caps, but he can't play that way against Caps at all. Humanoid tries to play good against Faker and Chovy, but against Caps, he just can't function like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Razork's only actual skill is he has hands. And he's only mechanically good. He has no brain. Oscar doesn't count. That's not a human. You could debate if he's even a player at this point. Then I don't know what Mickey X is doing. He just be dead every series. He's just dead.
If it's not him being dead, Oscar ended being dead. It was think about the 2 fights we just saw.
I don't even know what Upset was doing. Upset just threw his brain out. Upset took his brain. Threw it out the window.
Upset Mr. Auto then got shredded. You know the fucked up thing? Even if Hansama died there, they still would have lost. It would have just took a little bit more time. But that series showed it don't matter. It's like, you know how you like when you say, "Oh, I'm choosing Fnatic." It's like if I see Tarzan, I'm just choosing whoever the opposite team.
That's what I'm doing forever at this point.
That's what I'm doing for Fnatic. Fnatic in the finals, I'm choosing whoever's the opposite. Oh, Fnatic versus Carmine Court, I'm choosing Carmine Court. It's at this
point. If Fnatic against G2, I'm just choosing G2 every time.
Because in my opinion, and you can go back to the Sunday episode, I said, or Thursday, is it G2 who's going to troll the draft? G2 doesn't troll games. They either get blown out or they're close or they keep it close. They might troll a game or two, but they troll the draft. They be having some bullshit ass picks and it works. Fnatic be trolling games. They just be doing some bullshit. Like, oh, let me have my jungler Sejuani and then be down 4 levels.
Could you imagine there was a world that you remember there was the world where Hylissang was that team support? Remember it was Humanoid, Razork, Hylissang, and Upset? Imagine coaching that.
Nah, I have to go to the
I have to find the nearest window.
No, fuck all that. The Eiffel Tower, I have to just, look over and just, I
still had to realize that was an actual team. Upset, Hylissang, Razork, Humanoid. That was an actual team. I feel so bad for Auto Cannon. That was when Wonder was dog shit. He just ran it down every game. Wonder didn't even play the game. Wonder just existed like Kana did when he first came here to play for Carmine Corp.
Yeah, it's like
Wonder literally walked in lane, did nothing.
And this is why I chose G2. I had a feeling G2. I said 3-2. I said G2 was going to pull it out. I think G2 was the better team. I might have said 3-1, but I said G2 was the better. I said G2 was going to troll the draft less. And I see impact the game more. Oh.
And then this was the other final one. What?
Oh. What do you want to show Koi versus Casey?
I'd actually rather watch trash than watch that.
I'll tell you this: Game 2, motherfuckers like, oh, Koi, go watch this. Game 2, Koi had no chance of winning.
You're right. You know what? Fuck it. I want to show people how this Game 5. I need you people to see what this draft is in Game 5. Look at this.
They win.
Then, if you guys actually watch the live VOD. Targamas I don't know what this man attempted to do playing Pyke.
Usually a lot of time, if you choose Rise, you lose. Except for this one time. Because, JoJo chose Rise.
Good job, Kana.
I'm going to choose Zoe? The fuck you doing, Vladdy? Vladdy, you supposed to be on. I'm the best smart support, mid laner.
Mm-hmm.
Wukong, he was a monkey. Atrax, he was a tanky. Targamas seemed like he ain't never played Pike.
I've never seen a support. I've never seen a support run it down in a game.
Right now.
I'm sorry now. I've never seen a support in a playoff series run it down in a game at a signing game 5 like that. He literally just went into that C thing that Pike does to go invisible. That's all he did. He didn't do anything.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Cliff was a sniper in 1963, JFK would have had a happy day and lived. That's how shit he was on Jit. I'm just saying.
Also, no one if they know that McCoy might pick Orin and Poppy as their tanks and Braum, Jin doesn't shred tanks. I don't people know what Jin really be doing. You can't pick Jin into 3 tanks. You pick Jin into 3 tanks, that's what happens in this game. You lose.
This is why I said KC was the better team. But this bullshit ass draft, you couldn't tell me otherwise. I was like, what the fuck?
And keep in mind, all series
Yike was behind the whole damn game.
Yike was behind it. Yike wasn't in the series.
Targamas was head on goal. It seemed like it. It seemed like it because Targamas was never had anything.
Targamas I forgot. This was when I knew the game was over. He got caught out playing Pike, but I've never seen a support walk up in a game and play and do nothing.
I ain't never seen an 8-track that goddamn squishy. And then, God damn, Yike
just was invisible the whole series.
He was invisible
and a single good game. That was, I don't know if he was sick. I don't know if they had a bad day of scrims, but this man went up and just said, fuck it. Roll the dice. We'll see what happens.
Yep. Y'all let clearance get ride to beat you.
Oh,
that's
God.
Bullshit.
And JoJo's not beating the Clarence allegations. This man is here choking his ass off.
Oh, game 2. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even though G2 was kind of throwing in the middle game, it did not matter. You know why? 44 minutes. Do you want to know how many towers G2 got? Koi got in 44 minutes. You want to know how many towers these motherfuckers knocked down? Shit's crazy. Do you know if 44
G2, minutes? I don't know what I saw game 2. G2 were either bullshitting.
G2 was trying to throw, but you know what? It didn't matter. You know, in 44 minutes, game 2. Do you want to know how?
Game 2. Let's go to game 2.
Yeah, game 1.
Game 1 wasn't really close at all.
Game 1 was a goddamn stomp. It was close early, and then
they had a few picks here and there, but it didn't really matter.
They lost. Corey lost once they picked divers. They lost that.
I knew they lost when they put Merwin on Jace. Well, this man on Jace, out.
No. Once they let Nefiri go through a skew line, I was like, oh yeah.
The good old Nefiri for Ivory trade
with Saya. GG's, pack it up. Nah, I'm good.
And you know what's happened? It's crazy. They blew Jace's flash, and they're like, all right, well, he has no flash, so he can't escape. Merwin knows this, and he chooses to play forward because he's hungry. Yeah. He's fucking fat.
44. It took this game 44 minutes to end. Do you know how many towers this team got? Take one guess.
Didn't they only get one?
You wish. Oh. What if you watch this game?
I remember. I don't think they got any towers. I don't think.
No. 44 minutes. People say, "Oh, Corey." I was in the chat. Corey had a chance. I was at work. No. Corey has no chance. Corey G2 was throwing. G2 was throwing in that main game. They was doing some dumb shit, but Corey ain't cracked now one tower down.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep.
44 minutes now one tower. How the fuck you go 44 minutes, not one tower getting knocked down? 44 minutes.
Oh, God.
And people saw Corey never had a chance to win this game.
I want you guys to see this level of gameplay in game 3. This is on some bullshit.
Yeah, right here.
Because game 2, they were hard trolling. I don't know what they were doing.
Was trolling some bullshit. They was throwing right here.
Here, basically they started picking G2 off. And then G2 are going to do the dragon, and then they sent 2 people to MCoy's base to destroy it. It fucking hell, this game is all bad. I want to show you guys this. Just you need to see game 2.
It didn't matter because guess what?
Corey never got
a tower. Corey ain't getting that one tower. How you going to win if you don't knock down any towers?
But dude, they were getting picks.
You were getting picked, but you wasn't impacting no lane.
Look at this. L, the fuck out of here, Clarence.
No,
this motherfucker
this motherfucker got killed by Tibbers.
What?
Yo. What? Tibbers. My nigga. Tibbers. My that's what Tibbers was saying. Tibbers.
Oh God.
Sound like a Jay-Z song back in 1999. Tibbers, it was just that. Just you was getting beat by Tibbers.
Joseph Pion. I thought that was supposed to be the upgrade over Fresh Ass.
He was the upgrade. Koi got farther now than they did with Fresh Ass. Koi was always getting fucked in the first round. But guess what? With JoJo, they actually beat Cameron Court. Because Fresh Ass ain't doing it. Fresh Ass would have chose some.
They gave Caps Annie. I don't even think Annie's good. Annie is just a Annie's a pick.
Annie was good. The issue is you let JoJo get Yone. You kind of
that's
saw that.
Stupid. Yeah.
With Rumble? Okay, yeah.
He almost died. There was a play he almost did where he almost died.
Gwen's not good. Gwen's not good now because there's too many counter pick. Gwen's a good first.
That's how I knew this game was. They actually won this game, but this is when I knew G2 could 3-1 them. Look at this. Look at what everyone you just saw. Okay, they're trying to dive Annie. Jojo Pion takes it up the ass. He just dead.
Yeah.
Then Caps gets out.
I saw that. I said even if they lose this game, G2 could have 3-0 them. They trolled this game. It didn't matter. Game 4. It
didn't matter because game 4. Oh my.
Game 4 was cinema. Game 4 was absolute cinema.
Game 4. What is this draft from MCoy?
G2 don't go to game 5.
Look at this draft. Look at this.
They gave over Draven. You know what the captain was saying? Oh, Draven's not gonna have any impact. I'm like, do you know who's playing Draven?
Ansama. And he was like, okay, I'll go under the tower and I'll get a kill and I'll give the shutdown. What's worse, the support got the shutdown. That's even worse.
Yep.
Not good for Supa. Supa went that. So Misfortune now.
Supa fell. Supa was technically 2 levels behind. Because
right now for Misfortune, you got to do that. You do that build of like you do Bloodthirster IE. I'm not a fan of that build really, but it's just what she has to build right now to be relevant. If Misfortune is down against Draven, he just kind of just annihilates her.
You're down against. You're 2 levels down Draven. You're 3 levels behind Tristana. You're getting fucked. You got a nigga party waiting for you. And guess what? You got a Blitzcrank waiting to grab your body. You know what?
Then what? Merwin picked Cassante. I just don't understand. Cassante, guys, has gotten nerfed into oblivion. He must be the squishiest Cassante ever because he just almost got 3-shotted.
Nah, because he let Broken Blade pick a Swain that's a.
Then Joseph knows they're behind and goes to a side lane. All right, just get out.
He was getting picked the fuck off.
Just getting absolutely railed.
And then Merwin wants to come over and wait to TP. Like, dude.
He doesn't even. Oh goodness gracious.
No impact. No fucking impact. Just all right. That was a wait to TP. That's down another 2 minutes. Yep.
Let's type up Clarence choking.
And then they just get a free dragon. Just the freest of dragons. They just catch JoJo slipping again. Called Clarence slipping in 8 Mile. And then Cass catches up again. Yeah. Cass is Clarence's father. Cass is Clarence's father.
He already knows. This is what already throws me off about this dude. So before I play this.
Cass is Clarence's father.
Why? He knows he can't. He knows he can't be in side lanes. Then goes into Fog of War and just kills himself.
Does that make Caps Eminem B Rabbit?
Think so. Yeah. So go back up. All right. Forgot it's on mute.
313. But I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school.
Yup. Yeah. Yeah, his parents got a real good marriage.
313. Put your motherfucking hands up.
Yep. Caps destroying JoJo. Yep.
JoJo, put your motherfucking hands up. You're dead. With the Chris Tucker to that Chinese guy in the first movie? Wipe yourself off. You dead.
Dead.
That's what Caps did to JoJo. Wipe yourself off. You dead. Jesus. JoJo just, I'm gonna go for the jungle. Caps said, nope. Nani? Pop, pop, pop. JoJo's gone.
And with that, as Chaz did say, we are on a now with G2 actually winning both series. G2's locked for MSI, so they could straight up lose the entire split. It doesn't matter. They're going.
It don't matter. They got the one goal they needed to do. Get to MSI. That's all that matters.
And
that means one of our top 2 teams in the LEC will not get to MSI. We're guaranteed at least one of them not getting to MSI.
You know what's spicy? Now we have this as our playoff bracket. So we have, I forgot the games we're gonna have. I'll probably go into this one. This one's better. We can see
it's Carmen Corp. It's
I just want to see if there's games on Monday. Is there games on Monday? No, because
no.
They had there's games on Monday.
No, it's not Monday. Yeah, no, there's games Monday. It's you gotta go. Yeah,
so this is the bracket. Yeah, so this is all we have.
Round 1 is still here. Yep, that's what we got.
Yeah, you're right. There is Monday. Yep. I remember. You're right.
Because Koi has G2 has to wait
G2 have to wait for a while. Yeah.
G2 has to wait about a week and a half because they have to wait to Sunday, June 8th. Them motherfuckers is waiting about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks.
So now we have a really interesting playoffs bracket for the LEC. Now this is when things start getting spicy. Since G2 is now locked for MSI, they're locked for finals. They have to play one best of 5 to win the whole thing. Meanwhile, Carmen Corp, the team that won last split, either they're not going to MSI or they're not going to get a chance to defend their title. And well, to be fair, and that's the only because we know Fnatic's going to choke at some point. At some point, Fnatic choking, because then if Fnatic and Carmen Corp win both of these series as they're supposed to do, then you get Carmen Corp versus Fnatic in you would call
round
this
2.
The third, 4th place match. It's a third, 4th place match.
The third, 4th place match. Yep.
That's a spicy third, 4th place match because if Fnatic bombs out in 4th place,
we got worse.
Damn.
You got worse. You got rid of Noah and Jun. It got worse. But then
what did they lose to Noah and Jun against GX?
That's the crazy. I was about to bring that
up.
I
don't think it's gonna happen, but
hey, man.
If they lose to GX,
Lock can show the fuck up and outshow Oscar Hidden. Oscar ain't looking good.
Yeah, Oscar Hidden.
What if Jackson shows up? What if Noah, what just has his anime moment, pop the fuck off, upset, and then boom, Fnatic gone.
Right? Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen. If GX takes Fnatic to 5, Fnatic's getting cooked by.
Allegedly, the rumor behind the scenes is GX is a good scrim team, but I'm like,
no, you know what it is. This is what it is. They take scrim seriously because a lot of these teams troll it. That's why they just come out and they're just ready to kick your ass. The issue is it doesn't.
I just can't believe in Isma in playoffs. Like I can't. I just can't do it. Isma's just such trash.
But I can't believe Oscar did after the fuck I saw. The fuck, motherfucker, you was giving Gwen and you still got 5 kills? You got 5 deaths? Nah, bro. Nope.
I just want the narrative to be Fnatic and Carmine Corp in the 3rd, 4th place match. That would be pretty spicy. If they lose to GX, Fnatic, I need you to delete your org. Like the remaining Fnatic fans you have, if you lose to GX, they're done. I don't know why any Fnatic fan would be here if they lose to GX.
Yep.
But I hope I want them to get to face Carmine Corp. So I'll say they win.
Fnatic 3. I would say Fnatic 3-0. I think GX gets 3-0.
Yeah, GX should just go.
I think GX gets 3-0, but honestly,
yeah.
I don't. Because GX haven't played for a week. That's me. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
They haven't played for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't played for. Yeah, these because he took the week off. Now they took another week off because the whole upper bracket that whole goddamn.
The last team they beat was BDS.
Yeah,
and that really doesn't count for shit because that team is dookie ass.
I was
Corp and Heretics.
3-0. If this goes past 3 games, delete Comeback Corp. Just delete them. Just nope. Just nope. Just nope. If you're not 3-0 T Hard Redix, if Calypso's not putting a rod up, slacking ass, this T Hard Redix is garbage. Like there's no way in the world Shale should be outshining Yike. Carlson versus Kata. Because there's motherfuckers talking about Kata looks so good he could go back to T1 next year.
There was legitimate. You could be like, all right, I could see it.
After this last fucking series, he went back to being a ward. Motherfucking Kata. Did you see him on goddamn Atrax? The squishiest Atrax I've ever seen. I'd rather T1 keep Doran over Kata. If we get that Kata we just saw against Koi,
at that point you might as well just keep Doran at that point.
Let me just keep Doran. Oh, Dave's contract is up. Yeah, Dave, come back to T1. Thank you, Doran. Get the fuck out. Nope. Fuck you me. Dave's got a 1-year contract. Dave get a lifetime contract with Faker. We'll just pay these 5 guys $5 million each for the rest of their lives.
We know Bonnie Blue loves her 5 guys.
Yeah, five guys. 5 guys.
This was the moment. What's the Gnar game? Oh my god, this Gnar moment that G2 had against Fnatic. So for Team Harris, I'll say Fnatic 3-1. I'll say Karmine Corp win 3-0 because I want to see Fnatic Karmine Corp in this match. I don't think Koi should be on anyone's radar after what we saw this week.
I don't think Koi should be on anyone's radar too, but KC shit to bed. That game 5 guy, that was some troll shit.
If Koi makes MSI, I need Europe burned. I just need the whole region gone. Just every single get the fuck out, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know why KC trolled that game 5 guy. We need to do an actual just a game study of some of these games and why these teams drafted these champions.
This is when you knew Fnatic were mentally done against G2. They didn't keep track of Gnar because Lebrov went in. Went in, and then Broken Blade just went.
Gnar ate that ass up, man. That's what I knew. Yeah, GG's.
How do they not keep track of Gnar? How? He just up against the wall.
20 kills is not even 25 minutes. That's when I knew it was over. And then
Lebrov just hooked himself in the die, and then no one's keeping track of Gnar. Came in, just get up against the wall, bitch.
Just eat that ass up.
Eat that
ass up. Just eat that ass up.
Oh my goodness. I may finally get some sleep thanks to Chaz's incredible voice. That's gay, Michael.
Right.
Michael, stop being a homosexual.
Have a good night, Michael. Yeah,
Michael, didn't you want to sleep with that black girl?
They ate that ass. Michael, G2 just ate the Fnatic ass up for lunch and dinner.
Why do they keep? Why do they keep choking against them?
It's mental, but it's partly G2. This is what I started to say. Some teams, they know they can take it easy in the regular season. I think G2 kind of bullshit from down there, trying some shit out. Yeah. G2 knows that they needed 5 wins. They got to 5 wins. You need at least 4, but 5 guarantee you play. G2 got to 5 wins. They look rusty, but think about it. G2 got to the finals last year, beating Karmine Corp.
Mm-hmm.
They took that first day off. They got some rest. They got better somewhat. Like LeBron, from looking at the LEC content, Hasaba and Scuba is that chemistry is still a little weird. I thought sometimes be trolling. Captain BB is the best 2 pair. LeBron's the odd man out.
Remember what
LeBron is LeBron's the odd man out out of that 5. If you had to get rid of one player right now, it's LeBron James. LeBron had if you were said we could give you any Korean player, but you have to get rid of your players. You have to get rid of one of your players. And they said, G2, you can pick one career support. You're getting rid of LeBron. You're taking whatever support they give you. And they said, oh, we're giving you carrier for one split. Carrier
Remember what Caps said? Caps basically said that he was very angry at their level of gameplay. So they had a team meeting where they basically just let it all out. And after that, they did start playing a little bit better.
Yeah,
but like the roadshow week, I was like, damn,
they was getting fucked. And this is what it was. Skubon needed. I think this is what happened. Hasaba needed to stop being passive. Hasaba had to finally speak up and realize, okay, him and LeBron ain't gonna work long term because they're two quiet people. You can't have two quiet people. That's why him and Ignar work. That's why him and Mickey X worked. Even him and Core JJ, because there was always someone that was willing to speak up. These two ain't speaking up. Even this is why Skubon had to speak up, and Skubon's a little, I don't know when to talk kind of thing. That's why BB's up there, but BB ain't trying to shout all the way to LeBron. Like, hey, LeBron, bring your ass up.
Because it feels like they gave agency back to Caps, because before this series, it felt like the coaching staff just kind of let Skubon run the team. And it's that's a lot of...
You needed Skubon, Caps to run the team. You needed Caps to be the leader. That's why Caps had a lot of shit. Caps played with that because he was trying to do too many things. You needed Caps. You needed Skubon to be what they was trying to get Yike to be. I think the issue is Yike had the talent, but he didn't have the confidence. Yike finally got that confidence once he left the team because he was the shot caller. The issue is this: you have too many motherfuckers that haven't proved themselves. You went to guard court. You get it. You get a split win. You get that confidence. It's a little too high. Your confidence went a little too high. It should have been, we feel no one can beat us, but we take every game seriously. He said, I believe we're the best team. No one can beat us. We can beat everybody. You put that level saying no one will beat us in a best of 5. Because Jack used to be humble. You say, we take this one game. If you would have said, we take this one game at a time, but we believe in our hearts we're the best team in Europe, boom, no one says no one. People will criticize you if you lose the coin, but not as hard. You said no one could compete with us. No one. Even though you're not if you were undefeated, that's one thing. You lost to Fnatic. You have lost to Fnatic. Fnatic has your number. That's me. This is why I believe if it's current core versus Fnatic, I believe Fnatic. If Fnatic beats GX, I believe Fnatic could beat current core. Fnatic has their number. Fnatic's the one team that keeps current core from being undefeated. For what I'm saying, and Fnatic can easily be 9-0, but they always choke against the shit team. How the fuck you?
It was crazy. That's what I was thinking too. They only play good against bad teams.
But see, think about it. Fnatic beat Cartwright Corp and they get 2-0 by SK. How the fuck you do that in a span of a week?
Because Razor can only go forward. He's like a shark. He don't rest. He just only goes this way.
How the fuck you 2-1 Cartwright Corp in a dominant faction, and then you get 2-0, not even close by SK. SK was like, SK was this weak ass team. You let them beat the brakes off your ass.
Bad, yeah.
They beat the brakes. Game 1 was close. Game 2, they stopped you the fuck in. They stopped you the fuck in.
This is essentially what G2 did at Fnatic. Just hear this. Oh my god, I hate fucking things. Why is stuff muted?
Doing tutoring lessons. I want to tutor fairly legal girls how to be stretched out and really pleasure a guy.
That's what G2 did to Fnatic. They stretched them out. Nar came in, they ate their asses up. Just ate them.
I just don't get it. They choke against G2 every single time. They've beaten G2 in 2 best of series since 2022.
Yep. This year and last year. But it doesn't matter. G2 always get the clock back. Oh, we finally beat G2 in the playoffs. G2 comes back and 3-0 you. You got 3 fucking 0, and you was up 8K in 2 of those games. It's a mental thing. It's mental. When when you believe you peak at one point, sometimes a team doesn't have to believe that they're better than you. They just have to believe that they can beat you.
Mm-hmm.
If I believe I can beat you, I already got the mindset over you. Because there's one thing I'm better than you. It's another thing I might not be better than you, but I know I can beat you at any given time, any given time, any given play. G2 is saying we're not better than you, but we can beat you because we know you're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, it's one of these things where people just blamed Humanoid. Like, I guys, I think it's all of them. I don't think it's Mickey X. He just kind of got here.
No, it's all five. It's all five. I'll break it down real quick.
Yeah,
Fnatic, Oscar is he. I don't know.
One would argue if he's actually a player. One would say that
Oscar is just a bot. He's just a bot in the top lane. Rather, he does great, and then his champion pool is the most suspect thing I've ever seen. It seems deep, but then he be choosing the wrong thing. It be so like he picks the right champions for the right comps, but when he picks, why are you picking Sejuani? Fucking game 4, where we need you to carry. Why is Sejuani? That's your priority pick for game 4 against the truck. Pack him up. Humanoid is straight. Humanoid is the kind of guy who doesn't have enough self-confidence in himself and his team. If he doesn't believe his team's going to win, he's gonna fuck. He's the guy.
There's no way someone will convince me he didn't soft run it down in that way game. That way.
Oh no. He definitely soft ran it down this year. Last year he soft ran it down when they were starting to lose that gold lead from 8 to 6. He started getting a look like when Caps was getting closer. He wasn't backing it up. He wasn't kiting. He was getting a little closer. He was letting Caps just auto him a little more. And then when he team fight, motherfucker, he wouldn't do anything. He would just get killed. I was like, Humanoid is just straight ended. Humanoid is not doing anything to win. He's doing everything to lose. Humanoid doesn't have the confidence in him. Like last year with Noah Judge, he had no faith in Noah Judge. But at Noah Judge weren't the full problem. Noah had no confidence. That's why Fnatic was shit last year. And Judge knew Noah had no confidence. Judge knows Noah has all the skills in the world, but has no confidence. That's the scariest thing. When you know something, but you're too afraid to speak up. That's why Fnatic last year wasn't going to work. Fnatic this year, he got Upset. Upset's the kind of guy, he's very vocal. But sometimes he doesn't like to be all out there with it. He really doesn't like work. Who was it he said he didn't like working with? Humanoid?
It was Humanoid and Razor. It was the reason why he wasn't on the roster before. He specifically did not want to play with them again.
I think he still doesn't want to play with them, but he had no other option.
This is his only shot at being in the LECs, being on Fnatic.
This is why I think Upset doesn't want to be here. I truly believe there's times where I'm like, this motherfucker don't want to be here, but he has no other option.
Well, that's why he only signed for 1 year. His contract was only for just this year.
Oh yeah, no. He's mega gone. He's mega gone.
Oscar's here because he's like all the money is in everyone else, and he's the nickel. That's just the nickel. He's not worth shit.
Upset don't want to be here. That's why you can tell. You can tell his disgust. You can tell his disgust. I don't even think he wants to be next to Mickey X as well. Mickey X is just here because G2 was just sick of him trolling. And then Mickey X proved him right. The fuck you doing? These motherfuckers got the empathize with LeBron James. LeBron. These niggas, they got the empathize with LeBron. LeBron. We gotta see LeBron versus Duro, possibly.
LeBron versus Delight.
There's a good chance. There's 3 supports in the LCK. It probably won't be carried because I don't think T1's beating Hollow Life for JG.
I don't see it happening. But based off their last series, I just don't see it.
But if there's a world, LeBron might have to go against Kyria, Delay, or Duro. And then talk about the LPL. This motherfucker gotta go against who's the support from Top Esports?
Fuck. No, it's not Crisp anymore. They swapped him out. Isn't his name? Who's the Top Esports?
Chris. No, it's Chris. It's still Chris. No, sorry.
I thought they swapped him out. I thought he was benched. Unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Did they put him back in?
Yeah, I think they might have put him back in for a bit, but I'm not 100% sure.
Not 100% sure on that.
Who the fuck?
Did they swap him? Because the last time I watched a Top Esports game, he wasn't there, but maybe he was sick or something. I could be wrong. Because, like, I'll be honest, I don't see a world Fnatic win the title. If anyone thinks Fnatic is winning a title after what just happened against G2,
I don't see Fnatic get to the third. I think this is what I think I was going to. This is okay. Okay. In the perfect world, Fnatic beats Correct Corp to get to the third place game to lose to Koi. But in reality, Corp might come back and just beat him.
Where the hose at?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Sparkles just sit on Chaz's face, and then I'll be happy.
Ooh.
Like, this is my thing.
Yeah, no, it's up, and it's still Chris, but his contract is
okay. So he was just sick that week, probably.
Yeah. Him and Konami's contract are like up in the air. Where
because they said anyone's because I've watched a little bit of LPL here and there. I try to keep up as much as I can. I know anyone's Legends like one of the best teams. If they are in the finals, I'm not picking Tarzan. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Elder team. Anybody else but them.
I'm telling you right now, is if I will be anyone's Legend, there's about 5 teams that it could be. It could be BLG, IG, it probably won't be JG. JG.
One would hope BLG gets their shit together, but
nah, BLG's looking a little rusty. It's between anyone's Legend, BLG, and IG. It's one of those 3 teams. It's top esports and everybody else. It's the LPL. The LPL is
the fact that top esports is going to be making a fucking.
No, it's top esports by default. That's the sad part.
Yeah. So Chris, why did I think it was someone else? Yeah, no, Chris was here. There was a series I watched and I almost actually lost my brain. I think it was JDG versus like BLG. Oh my god! I was like, this isn't life. This isn't.
Yeah.
This isn't. These aren't human beings.
Match, IG 3-0 EDG, FPXB NIP. We World Elite beat out LGD.
RNG and OMG are out for the year.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Got them the fuck out of here. I was actually real for RG because RG has problems.
Chaz has been being a gentleman to me and has been winning me over, unlike you. Oh my god. Chaz, that means you're not in the doghouse anymore. Because you used to be in the doghouse nerd.
She was talking about she got her bike stolen because of a pet. I was like, God damn.
I remember that. Yeah, she said someone stole a bike. I was like, who the fuck stole a bike? I'll beat that person up.
Hell yeah, I'll say that. What you need to just went over with the goddamn bike. But you got Top Esports, FPX, bracket stage that's coming up soon. Top Esports goes 3-0 FPX. I'm about to go over the playoff real quick. Losing brackets, whoever. Top Esports gonna be over FPX. BLG, IG. Oh my god, it's so tough. I would say BLG, but I would not be surprised if IG upsets. Anyone's Legend's gonna beat the shit out of Team World Elite. Team World Elite they still got KU, Vampire, and that bot lane is that whole team is just suspect. Top World Elite is a team that could show up one day, and the next day they just all gonna miss it.
World Elite bot lane, they got Vampire. Why would anyone grab that guy?
They got Q, Monk, and Carter. That whole team is just weird. They're 2 best players.
So right now the LPL are in their because this LPL seasons are so long. This one's the actual playoffs.
Yeah, that's me. They already deleted 2 teams for the rest of the year. Just deleted the fuck out of it. This is why I think.
This is why we know they regretted having 17 teams. And you know what's crazy? Like, people will tell us straight to our face, like, oh, I'd rather there be 12 teams. There are not enough good players for 12 teams. There wasn't enough for 17 in the LPL, a bigger region.
Their bracket right now, the top 4 teams is Top Esports, A1 Legends, JDG, and BLG. IG 5th, We 6th, Weibo 7th, FPS there's Like
Okay, so
the team,
top 4 of Group Ascend directly qualify for the playoffs. Bottom 6 of Group Ascend and top 2 of Group Nirvana qualify for the playoffs. Playoffs? Was it the NBA? The playoffs, play-ins.
This is what happened.
Yeah.
The top 4 teams were Top Esports, Anyone Legend, JDG, and BLG. The 8 players that were in the top 2 of Nirvana was LGD and EDG. They were shit. Nirvana group was like, let's give the bottom 6 teams a chance to compete, but they're all garbage. The bottom 2 got deleted. The next 2 are going to get deleted after that in the summer, for the rest of the year. But they'll have more games to play. The top 4, like the teams the one team I think that could upset that's in the play-in is IG. I think IG could either upset JDG or Anyone's Legend.
Play-ins. Okay, so this is what we got. Look at all these matches.
It was but NIP. I think it was NIP. Dory.
I remember waking up and watching the NIP game. Yeah, NIP is out for the season.
Yeah, no, they're out to the summer. That's me. They got like 2.5 months.
Yeah, Doinby came back in winter. He looked really good, and then just shit the bed.
Doinby and Lee were the 2 best players on Ninja, sadly. But FPX, they just play like a team. They're not a good team, but they play like a team. FPX is gonna get fucked by Top Esports. That's the sad part.
FPX is actually not a good team at all. They're like what's the thing is they're the sum of their parts kind of thing.
Yeah, like the play-in was whoever the last team was going to face the top team. Second team was because it's Anyone Legend versus World Elite. That's me. Yeah, it was the 3 versus 7, 4 versus 5, 2 versus it was supposed to be 3 versus 6. But that because
so these are the games today. There's Top Esports versus FPX. Yeah, Top Esports.
Best of 5. The one thing is they're all best of 5. It's long. The LPLC is so fucking long.
BLG versus IG. That's gonna be
that's the banger.
I'm watching that.
If it doesn't go 5 for whoever loses, this needs to go 5.
Anyone's Legend World Elite. I'm taking Anyone's Legend all the way up to finals if they get there. When it's the finals, I'm out.
Yep. Yeah, I'm about to say do that because
JDG versus Weibo, that's about to be some cinema. Weibo is
Weibo still have Shadow. That's weird. I'm going JDG because I believe in Skylar Page, but my God, Page looks miserable. I feel bad for Page. That motherfucker looks miserable.
Shahu looks like he's about to just end it all on Weibo. What? He's only there for a check.
Yeah, because think about it. They were in World Finals less than 2 years ago. If people are still surprised that they got there, like you get NRG top 8.
They faced NRG round 1.
You got the freest fucking series. You avoided T1 you avoided T1 and JG. You and then you got a BLG that was starting to crumble. Like you beat a BLG. The crazy thing is BLG would have got the T1 BLG could have went back.
So we're gonna talk about this. Just before you go, guys, I have to head here because I gotta take a shower and get ready for work in the morning. The second day for the Cloud9 podcast is going to be Saturday around the same time as today is. So the days for the Cloud9 podcast have changed. It's just the second day. So Thursdays is the usual 7:30 p.m. PST. Saturday's the second day because I can't stream on Sunday anymore as far as doing this because my body just doesn't allow me to. I put out the best performances that I could up until the point where I was like, you know what? If I do it Saturday, I've assessed myself. I have way more energy Saturday after work than I do Sunday. And Saturday, I know I can give you guys a good show.
And the reason why I don't do Sunday anymore because I keep getting called the fuck in on Monday mornings. These people keep calling the fuck out.
Yeah. And also, I think it's better to have Saturday because we could just talk about the games that happen literally right as
and then we just go 2-3 hours. There's a shit ton of LPL games, a shit ton of LCK games. I can talk about Pokemon. It's crazy. I'm telling you right now, this is cinema.
So the latest we'll have it. So earliest is Saturday. So if I get up around 4, 7:30, 8 p.m. PST, just around 7 to 8, we'll start it. So and I also think one thing on Saturday, we'll have a lot more energy. I never had bad energy on Sunday. It was just I realized I was too tired on Sunday. I just couldn't do it. You know. there was one episode that did come out really good. I think I talked like 30 minutes straight, and then Chaz talked another 30 minutes. I was like, all right, maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday we ain't good anymore. I think we just burned.
No. We were burned, but also with Saturday. I think what it is too, because I usually go Sunday if I'm not going to a club. I'm usually just practicing with people. And I'd rather be tired Saturday going to Sunday than Sunday going to Monday. Because it's like because I got the weekends off for work. That's me. And
and Saturday night, I get off like around 3 because I go on at 7, so I get off at either 3 or 4. I'm home by 5. I rest for like an hour or 2, then I could just do the show. And then if it gives me a couple hours of free time, then I could just catch up on the series that just happened. That way we could just talk about that, and then I'll watch the series because remember you have the Saturday series from LPL and LCK anyway. So yeah, moving forward, the days of the Cloud9 podcast, if we're gonna still have it twice a week, because there's gonna be some weeks where we're gonna have it once, just pending circumstances. But
there'll be one weekend I won't. One weekend I won't be here for Thursday or Saturday. I told them have James on for one because I won't be here.
I want that white man. Good luck.
I won't because due to my laptop's fried, I won't be able to do it on my laptop.
You have that PC.
I have a PC, but I'm not bringing that on the road with me.
Oh yeah, I just gotta take it with them.
Man, I'm not taking a fiberglass box on a computer. If that shit start humming, oh no, they kicking me off. That's like ASAP. I'm like, nope. But no.
But I want to let you guys know that the Cloud9 podcast is Thursdays and Saturdays. The MSK show is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Me and Warren, whenever I can make that other day for us work, I can. But that'll be more like on a decent special occasion. So just nice balancing out between this show and the other one. We usually try to do this show twice. It's supposed to be twice a week because there's a lot of games to cover, but there's usually always days like these where we can cover everything. So yeah, just want to let let's let things go over. No, that's it. Sydney Sweeney's into some weird shit currently. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Pokimane, I like to put my face in Pokimane's butt, sniff that shit, see what that shit smell like, because probably smell like real nice good in there.
Wow.
I'm just saying though. Do you think she waxes or think she shaves?
She probably waxes, but
that bitch waxes that shit.
Once I get back from that NAIC, I'll probably go start streaming Mastodon and Pokemon on either Twitch or YouTube, maybe some Rumble streams. It's like depending on what days. I know I'll be there. There's gonna be some streams where I might start streaming at like 9 at night. I might go to like 4 in the morning. I'm just me playing Mastodon.
Off your PC, and man, you could do that off that fucking laptop.
No. That shit was humming, and I could have, but nah, because I couldn't play League, and honestly, I've been playing League less. I've been playing more Pokemon. I've been practicing. This is my thing. If I'm really training or practicing, I don't go on the actual Pokemon PCG Live. I just go on a tabletop and I just practice hours. I'll practice one thing there, and I'll play Master Duel. I've been getting more to playing Master Kids. I hate the new format of Yu-Gi-Oh! Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so disgusting. I'm like, I rather just play Master Kids, lose 100 games, and then it's more satisfying when you just open packs, get random cards, you just play a deck. That's the one thing Simo did. He made Master Kids fun, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Kids. I would not play Modern. Modern is just vomit, make a board, take your opponent, break it. Nope, scoop it up, go to the next game. Due to Master Duel the best of one, it's not like I just if you cannot break your opponent's board, you just scoop it up. It's not even fun. It's not even fun to play. And people understand why I don't get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Just not. I went and played a lot of older formats. I think the last format I actually liked, like when I went back and visited, the one I didn't play in. I like the new format, and I'm not a big fan of mirrors. I like the 2016 Blue Eyes World format. We go,
last thing I want to show you guys.
Dual Alliance format is actually fun. I think if I would have played that, I probably would have played BA.
Oh, Dual Alliance format. It's very fun. Yeah, I love that shit.
I wish I would have played Yu-Gi-Oh! Then, but I was in college.
Some people chose to play a BA and Shaddolls together. Just disgusting. That's
I realized I would have been playing BA. I probably would have had like $100.
No, you probably would have played Shadal's.
Why you say that?
I don't know. I don't trust you. You would have played like the Denko doll bills.
Maybe, but I went back and looked at it. BA was just monsters and traps, and that's how I played. That's how I play Master Kids now. I just play a bunch of spams.
Yeah, BA was nothing but a bunch of floaters that had a bunch of graveyard effects.
That's how I play Yu-Gi-Oh. That's how I would have played.
Because Shadal's was more combo oriented.
Nah,
you basically summon Winda, stun them like vanities, and then you would just OTK them with Construct by fusing and fusing with El Shadal fusion.
I tested it. I probably would have played I probably would have played Shadal first, but I would have probably felt more in love with B because BA was just so simple. It's Dante, attack, burn.
Yeah, you had Virgil came later too and shit.
Yeah, that's why I realized I probably would have played that. I probably would have played Satella Knight. I wanted to play Necroz. I played Necroz.
There was those ritual beasts too. Yeah,
I wanted to play Necroz. I probably would have played Satella Knight, BA. I probably would have played BK Fire. I probably would have played Shadal, but not at the beginning. I think BA might have been the one I would have started off with.
Before we go, I want to show you guys one last thing. So we know there's going to be a live action Zelda movie. Apparently there was a big rumor out there that Nintendo might be hiring a Looney Tune to play Zelda. Now before we go, so I don't actually get banned off YouTube right now, Zelda is a woman. Just pointing it out there. This rumor will go the way of that Black Superman movie that Ta-Nehisi Coates was going to do. Remember that rumor happened in that
movie? I remember that. The reason why I didn't want to have not was because the Black Superman. Because I knew Ta-Nehisi Coates would have made it, whatever you guys call it, woke. He would have made it like John Henry, where it was this Black Superman who needs to save white people. That's how he would have done it. Because I know Ta-Nehisi Coates' work. I wouldn't have liked it as a Superman movie.
People didn't even like his Captain America or his Black Panther runs in comic books. I couldn't imagine what his fucking movies would be.
Yeah, because I read his books before he started getting into comics. And I remember I went to one of his speeches. I was like,
"See, yep." Remember, they Hollywood Reporter had the article come out that DC is in talks with Ta-Nehisi Coates to do a Superman movie. And that was an African American Superman movie, and then. That's one of those announcements where the backlash was so unbelievable. You didn't hear a damn thing about it the day after.
Because
that's going to happen with this announcement.
And remember the little article, he didn't know that it was the actual Black Superman because he was going to make Clark Kent black. Because I was
like, nope. I was like, you make that movie, you'll make $100 box office wise. I will not support that.
You make that movie, you might have to get boycotted out of Hollywood. They will blacklist you. Like,
as movies have been bombing recently, you make that Black Superman movie, you might make like $100 million box office wise. Ain't nobody watching that shit.
You might make $100 million. You might make $100 million, but the budget's $250. That's me fucked.
Then theaters got to get that 45% cut.
Yeah, and then also, don't forget that marketing. You know that marketing. Man,
good Lord, feels crazy. That was one of the announcements they had where literally after that day where it was announced, they just scraped that shit. Like, nope, we just
They shelved that shit. They act like that shit. They act like that shit was fake news. They was like, nope, sorry, guys, like how Smokey said at the end of Friday, we were just bullshitting. We just bullshit, guys. They
crazy, man. I was thinking of Smokey when I read this announcement. I was like, God damn! Like with fucking when they had that bitch named Janet Jackson.
Yeah, they think, man, we were just bullshitting, and you know this, man. No,
look at this. This person is a Looney Tune. That's a girl. That's a dude. This is a fucking wigger. This is a dude.
I saw an argument on there saying that, but isn't she non-binary? I was like, nope. I like
the argument that I heard people said, but she that's already wrong. He looks like Zelda. I do not. He could look like the Mona Lisa. I don't give a fuck. He could look like Sydney Sweeney in bed. I don't care.
That's a gay dude. I know a gay dude who looks like Janet Jackson. Doesn't mean he's Janet Jackson. What the fuck? The bitch,
I'll
you
say,
can put a
and
wig
keep in
on
mind,
all you want.
but
You dude.
this is the thing. I know Nintendo would never allow them to do that. I know it's not Nintendo asking for that because they're Japanese. You know how they feel about that shit.
Oh no,
I know it's some ragged rigger at Universal Studios who probably says he's straight on Twitter, even though we secretly know he takes it up the ass at these Hollywood parties.
He probably, because you know what's worse than the actual people. The allies are much worse. They're the ones like.
I guarantee you, it's the same person that
someone makes a
greenlit that
racist
movie.
joke. You don't find it racist, but that was racist. Like, bitch.
It's
I
like
called
that.
him a cracker. He called me an N-word. Okay.
It's that same person that probably greenlit that movie, Bros.
Oh God, no.
Oh God! And then the main actor was like, "You guys didn't go see it opening weekend because you're homophobic." All right, okay, all right. Well, I'm good.
Or what?
Fine.
Awesome. Who was it? Elizabeth Banks called us misogynistic because we didn't want to go see
Yeah, she said Charlie's Angels was not made for straight men, and then she blamed straight men for not.
I was like, bitch, did you know the 1 and 2 style was made for straight men, kids who like to see pretty women? I honestly, the only reason I watched the 2 styles was the goddamn soundtrack. We got to hear Survivor early, and we got to hear Independent Women by Destiny Child.
Yeah.
Destiny Child did 2 songs on that album, and those songs were fire. Like, the fuck out of here.
I'm just saying right now, you cast a Looney Tune as that Zelda movie, I'm not watching. I'm literally just not watching. I'm not doing this. And but this is how news always travels in Hollywood too. This got thrown out there to see what the reactions were. This is already canceled. That's not going to happen. And no way Nintendo's going to allow them to do that. No way. If Nintendo allows it to happen, that Ching Chong-ness is out. I'm good.
Yep.
Oh my God. But yeah, anything else you want to say before we head out of here? You're gonna be doing some streaming after you get.
Oh yeah, I'll probably go. I'll start streaming Master Duel. I'm be playing mostly Master Kids. I might play an actual deck, but I just like to play Master Kids, have some music in the background. I gotta figure out, can I play music from YouTube or does it gotta be like Spotify?
It's gotta be something that's not like that royalty free shit that people do.
Okay, that's me. Spotify then.
Yeah, or YouTube has that too. I would say I like the Master Duel soundtrack. I think it was very good.
Honestly. I might do that. I might I just gotta find wherever. Like, if people have, my opponent just. I'm playing Master Duel right now. My opponent just surrendered. I don't know why. All right, cool. That's a free Master Pack. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be playing that. I'll be playing Pokemon. I'll be doing more streaming. I might stream. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream for YouTube or Twitch. I might do it for YouTube and then just do more streaming. And then I gotta find someone who's gonna be able to help me clip the videos out and just do that. I definitely need to get more.
Who's this we? Base Chaz? We will tune into some Chaz.
Yeah, if you guys got videos for me to react, that's what I'm gonna do too. I won't be like, hey,
are you gonna let Miss Sparkles join you?
Hell yeah, she go.
Nope, I didn't read that.
She go Britney for me. Yeah, hell yeah, she gotta take it. Britney Spears. I mean, I'll play Britney Spears. That's not a problem.
She's gone.
Whatever songs is on there. That might be on the Twitch stream. Depending on what songs. Because I know I'll be streaming Saturday to Sundays. There's gonna be stream. There's gonna be times where I might be streaming a regional, like if there's like a Pokemon event or a Yu-Gi-Oh event. And the reason why I haven't put out videos, I have no interest. I don't. It's too. I put out the news videos that don't get any traction. The Yu-Gi-Oh news, I'll be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about mono Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. It's just not appealing. The meta's too far gone. I came back, tried to play Blue Eyes, played it, did not like it. I'm trying to sell a good chunk of my collection, not mostly because I just get extra money, but I just get these cards out of here because I don't want all this extra bulk here. That's why.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for Yu-Gi-Oh streams, Pokemon streams. I don't know if I'm doing reaction streams. Because I can't really. I'm not. If I watch a video already, it's gonna be hard for me to actually rewatch it. If there's something that's not too graphic, I'll watch it. I'll take a look at the titles and and I'll probably react to it. I'm trying. Michael. I don't know if I want to do it on YouTube or Twitch. I think YouTube might be better overall because I'm already here on YouTube. But there might be times where I might have to.
I just want to announce this here today. Since you're probably not going to stream on Rumble, StreamYard today announced that they have added Kick to places you can stream to now.
Yeah, no, I'm good on Kicks.
I'm not. I mean, if I because the plan that I paid for only allows for 3 destinations. If I was still streaming on Twitch, I would just throw my shit on Kick. But if you want to stream on Kick, you can now on StreamYard.
Okay.
It's in beta right now. Of course, I'm not. Lord, man, these jokes.
Beta.
I'm not streaming on Twitch anymore. Fuck that platform. That platform's ass. You sitting there letting Hassan fucking. Oh my god, that shit with Hassan just makes me so angry.
The issue streaming on Twitch. Okay, I got a card that might be good, but
like that shit they were doing with Hassan on Twitch, he's sitting here literally endorsing terrorism. Oh my. He's getting banned for a day, and then other people are getting banned for months. Get the fuck out of here.
The issue with streaming on Twitch is there's so many people doing other things, and Agent 00 said that there's no thumbnail, there's no way to attract people. It's you have to actually have people that know you. You gotta post in groups. It's like this is why I said there's time where I'll be posting because I'm in a bunch of different Discord groups. I think if I'm playing Pokemon, I might post to all the groups. But if I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I might only post to certain groups because I know these guys would not give a fuck if I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh or Master Duel. Because I know the Pokemon group I'm in don't give a fuck if I play Yu-Gi-Oh. They know I play Yu-Gi-Oh. They just don't give a fuck. Like I know, okay, I'm not streaming it. I know for Pokemon.
It's crazy. I'm glad you brought that up with Twitch. I forgot there's no thumbnails to attract people.
Yep.
That's true. Yeah, it's another reason why that platform's. That's why you guys haven't seen me stream on Twitch in forever. I'd rather just throw it on Rumble, have it kept there, and I have an audience there too. It's not that I have an audience on Twitch. It's just I don't like streaming on Twitch. I think Twitch is trash. I fucking can't stand that platform. That platform sucks dick. Honestly, fuck them. I'd rather just stream on X. Like if X ever becomes a much more better platform, content's more beneficial there. But Twitch is dookie ass, actual trash. But yep, that's pretty much it. Just want to say thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. And remember, guys, the second day for the Cloud9 podcast moving forward, starting this week, is on Saturdays, 8 p.m. PST. Sundays is just game stream. If I want to play League or Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I'm just gonna play it then. That's mean I'm not streaming it throughout the week if I have the chance. But Sundays is just dedicated to I'm just gonna sit down, play League, and just exist in life. But
because if you see me playing League, that's probably because Master Duel's down. I'm telling you right now, if I'm playing League, if I'm playing League because Master Duel's down, or I'm not really testing for Pokemon, because I'm only gonna play Pokemon if I really need a test or I feel like people want to play Pokemon. But it's like I fun wise, I love playing Yu-Gi-Oh because just I can just bullshit. Like when I don't actually need a Pokemon thing, but if I need to practice Pokemon, I don't like playing on PCG Live. There's too many bugs where I was playing earlier and I lost the game because I couldn't get the card I needed because like the game's still bugged. I was like, fuck this. It's good for practice, but it's so shit because the game just is not. They don't fix it correctly. Like Master Duel has its issues with bots, but you'll never lose because you can't get a card you need. You're losing because your deck is ass. Like,
But just want to say, hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the MSK show. It'll be me and Warren around 8:30 p.m. PST. And you guys